Well. Happy end of the month, Chuds. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope the year's treating you well as we keep just rolling along with that high energy. What's that? There's a war going on? Nobody gives a shit. Oh, is a pandemic peeking its head around somewhere? Who cares? Oh, I'm getting interrupted by the peanut gallery. I'm fairly certain I'm unmuted. Oh, what do you know? Getting a little interruption there from the background. Don't worry. We're doing good. Just ignore that. That didn't happen at all. That didn't happen at all. I know the audio's coming through. I've got I had such a good momentum going there and it just got fucking kneecapped. Thanks, honey. Oh, are you doing your little intro? Let me you're muted. Nobody can hear you. Come on, Grandpa, tap the microphone, you old fuck. Sad. It's very sad. How are you doing, chat? You enjoying yourselves today? Now everybody's gonna fuck with the old man? That's good. I can listen to myself. I know I'm coming through. All right, the Alzheimer's medicine isn't needed just yet. We're getting there, but not exactly just yet. Well, it's another month. We're a quarter of a way through the year. Can you believe it? It's the end of March already. Haven't reached nuclear apocalypse yet. Putin didn't have the VDV para-drop in a nuke on top of Kiev. Because we all know our girl's up there in her fighter jet keeping everybody at bay. All right, much love to the ghost of Kiev. Sassy black woman with an F-35. I don't know what she's flying. Maybe she's flying a broom. Maybe she's up there on a broom casting magic spells. You don't know. You don't know what the Russians are going through right now as they get knocked off by black woman magic. It's sassy shit. Okay, she's up there, head bobbing, like a Beyonce gif, just dropping sass on them. No wonder they had to run away. It's understandable. Oh, we have some fun stuff today. Well, we got some fun stuff next month. I'll talk about that at the end of the stream. There's some stuff that I wasn't able to include this month that'll be next month. That's some real spectacular A-level shit. Like next level stuff that you don't usually see very often. And I really wanted to include it this month, but I want to be able to get all the background videos for it because it's a long, meandering story full of a lot of insanity. And I know how you all love insanity. Don't worry, we've got a lot of fucking insanity for this one. But I think we'll get to that later, like I said. Some sad news. Got to start off with some sad news for my hardcore gamer fans out there. All right, let me put up the fellow gamer picture so we're all on the same fucking page here. All right, good. I want you to get into your gamer mindset. Sad news today. Terrible sad news today. Apparently E3 is canceled. E3 digital and physical has officially been canceled. This is a very sad thing to hear. I'll pull up an article and we can read about that. End of an era. Rip and pepperoni E3. Never gonna have another one. Probably. They're probably dead. I'm gonna guess. Do I really need to put it up on the screen? Do you really need to see IGN writing this? But E3 2022 digital and physical has officially been canceled. Though a possible digital event was floated behind the scenes, that too is now off the table. Uh-oh. After previously canceling the in-person E3 2022 event, the ESA has now informed its partners that there will no longer be a digital equivalent this year either, meaning the entirety of E3 has been fully canceled. News breaking via the Razer PR lead, Will Powers. Not sure why Razer PR is the one breaking it, but okay. Announcing the cancellation of all digital E3 events. IGN independently verified the contents of the email to, I guess, make sure that the Razer PR lead, Will Powers, wasn't just fucking with them. ESA had initially planned for an in-person E3 event this year after having no event in 2020 due to COVID and a digital one in 2021. However, this was canceled in January with the ESA at the time unable to make a public statement on whether or not they would have a digital equivalent. Oh, shit. The ESA seems to be making plans to regroup for a larger comeback in 2023. Not going to happen. I'm sorry, my fellow gamers. It's done. E3 is dead. I mean, E3 has been limping along like a fucking zombie now for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. Can we all be honest about it? It used to be fun to watch all the cringy shit companies would spend hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, maybe not that much, but a lot of money. Millions of dollars on really just tone-deaf presentations to try to get all the hip kids on skateboards drinking their Tang Kool-Aid or whatever the fuck it is that the 70-year-old board executives think they drink. Get them all interested in those hip-hopping events that they had going on. Get a few influencers, some people that are out of touch, never touched a video game before, try to convince you they do. And then we get to sit back and collectively seethe because there are no good video games ever fucking shown at E3 anymore. And then have our time wasted by 45 minutes of an hour-long presentation by some chick from HR who probably shouldn't be on the fucking stage. And now it's dead forever. I think Nintendo probably spearheaded this. I'm not laying the blame at their feet, but I think their digital presentations, their little Nintendo Directs, are kind of the future. I think every company's just going to do that. Nobody sees a point in physically getting together anymore. And the pandemic and everything else probably was the final nail in the coffin. But shit, we're never going to see that again. All that wasted money and fucking time on marketing for shit nobody was interested in. It's gone. It's gone forever, gamers. It's gone and forgotten. Never coming back. I can think back to all those Konami events where it was just really uncomfortable. It's the Sony events and Ubisoft and everybody else. It was always fucking just god-awful shit. Usually had a dance number nobody really ever wanted to see on a stage. Usually had people making jokes that were just fucking horrifically unfunny. And of course, Xbox, Microsoft would always be trying to make you buy movies or watch sports, because why the fuck would you play video games or be interested in video games at a video game convention headed by industry leaders in video games? And now E3 is dead. Can I get an F in chat for E3? Not for fond memories, but just for fuck you, because nobody's gonna care. We're all gonna piss on your corpse. Can I get an F in chat so we can piss on their corpse and say fuck you to the ESA and E3 for wasting our time for the last 5 years on shitty presentations? Maybe if you fuckers were funny, we'd give a shit. Now everybody's moved on. Nobody cares. All the little teenage Zoomers are on their fucking cell phones on TikTok. They don't even know what you are anymore, old man. What's a video game? Is that Fortnite? That's right. Spit on them too. Give them an S. They deserve no fucking mercy. Just F and S all over them. Ah. You take it and you fucking like it. Throw a P in too. I don't even know really what the P stands for, but whatever. For poop? Are we pooping on them as well? Piss, shit, poop, F. Fucking nobody cares. You're gone now. Gone. Get out of here. Well, at least we captured that moment in the year of the CHUD. I'd call that a victory. Because that means all those stupid bastards that got paid money to put together those presentations are out of jobs. Year of the CHUD, chugging along. A few FPSs, why not? Throw a few on top, sprinkle them in there. A little dash, a little flavor. Oh, what other mainstream news should I cover before I get to the actual interesting shit? Oh, can we talk about the French Prince of Bel-Air? Let's talk about Will for a minute. I'm sure you've all seen it. I know, I've seen the conspiracy theories. This was all staged. No, I'm sorry. If you're going to stage an assault at the fucking Oscars, you're probably going to make yourself look like not a pussy. That's my first clue that this wasn't staged. Will Smith hits softer than a 5-year-old little girl. Look at Chris Rock. He's not turning his head because he's been slapped by Will Smith. He's turning his head because he's so disgusted that a fucking man throws such a soft slap. He wants to spit on the ground. It's disgust. Look at his face. You can see his nose scrunching up. He's like, did this motherfucker just tickle me? What the fuck is this? So there Chris Rock is up on stage making a few jokes, a G.I. Jane joke about his wife who's bald. And Will laughed at first until he saw how pissed off his wife was. Then he charges the stage and smacks him in the face. And I kid you not, for the rest of the night, This isn't an exaggeration. On the left is Chris Rock after getting smacked by Will Smith. And on the right is Will Smith after hitting Chris Rock. Something has catastrophically fucking gone wrong here. There's a moment when this is going on that you need to start to question your fucking manhood. All right? If the guy you just hit has a smile like that and your eyes are that red, you fucked up majorly at some point. Will Smith cried during the fucking slap, cried after the slap, cried during the commercial breaks, cried when he accepted a fucking Oscar, cried after the Oscars, cried the next day during an interview. This motherfucker has been nothing but tears for the last 48 hours, or the 48 hours that followed on from his little slapping incident. Chris Rock, on the other hand, I don't know what he probably laughed, went home, maybe stopped by Denny's, had a couple of pancakes or something, because he got slapped by a bitch. But Will Smith, nothing but tears, unending, nonstop, free-flowing fucking tears. And what makes this spectacular, in my opinion, is not the fact that Will Smith emasculated himself in front of a national fucking audience. It's not the fact that he slapped Chris Rock and made himself look like a little bitch. It's what happened as a result of that. Because now everybody's talking about Will Smith and what a soft little bitch he is. And what do they follow that up with? Start passing along some articles, which is just late last year. Will Smith says orgasms make him gag and vomit after having sex too much. Somebody sent me this and I thought they were making it up. I thought there's no way that this is a real legitimate fucking headline. But it is. I developed a psychosomatic reaction to having an orgasm, the actor revealed in his new his self-titled memoir. Will Smith clearly isn't done sharing details about his sex life. I want you to imagine you're Jada Pinkett Smith. And you're mind fucked because you've lost your hair and you've been brainwashed by Scientology. And what you really need at that moment is a good, hard fucking. You need a deep down dicking, right? You need to get your shit straight. You need a little bit of cock. And you're lying there. And here comes your husband, Will Smith. Tears pouring down his face because, I don't know, it's just what he does on the daily. And he mounts you naked and crying on top of you. And then proceeds to throw up all over your face. That's Jada Pinkett Smith's sex life. A sobbing black man vomiting all over her. That's what it's like to get fucked in the Smith house. Nightmarish. But what makes it even better, because his whole family's talking about this now, is the exact reaction. The very next day, they weren't talking about Will Smith slapping people or Chris Rock or the offensiveness of jokes or poor Jada. They were talking about this. Every fucking story. Who is August Alsina? I'll tell you who he is. He's the guy that's in the open relationship with Will Smith's wife. While Will Smith is busy vomiting and crying every time he tries to engage in sexual intercourse, this dude is fucking the shit out of her. Every article, Jada Pinkett Smith and August romance dragged. Jada Pinkett Smith, steamy affair. Who is August Alina? Will Smith and wife's open relationship explained? There's an interview where they sit down and somebody's like, "What? Talk about your relationship." And this cuck looks at his wife and she's like, "Yeah, it's open." Meaning, I'm fucking this guy that doesn't vomit on me every time we have sex. I'm having sex with a man that doesn't cry and puke on me. Well, that's what I'm doing with my fucking life right now. Is anybody confused why his son wears dresses now? Why his son is on Twitter talking about how can you see if you don't have eyes? I'd want to be blind in that household too, motherfucker. If all I had to see was my father walking around naked, crying and puking because he tried to kiss mommy. I whip my hair back and forth. Isn't that the song that his daughter came up with? Yeah, she's probably whipping her hair back and forth as she's slamming her head into the wall to try to remove the memory of accidentally walking by her parents' bedroom while Will Smith puked on Jada's face. Oh, Will, god damn, how does that happen? How do you make yourself a bitch on national television and then everybody's talking about your wife fucking other people and how you puke when you have sex and you cry all the time? Oh, that's some harsh shit, man. I don't think do you really recover from that? I don't know, chat. Is that possible? I don't think so. I will say definitively, Will Smith is not in the year of the chud. He's he's experiencing the year of the cuck. I don't think there's really any coming back for old Will here. I think he's pretty much up shit creek. So there's your definitive Oscar coverage. I know it's a hell of a way to start a show. E3's gone. It's a celebration. Will Smith has made himself look like a bitch in front of an entire country. Well, the world, really. That's a celebration, too. Just because it's funny. I mean, Will Smith used to be entertaining. Good TV shows, couple of good movies. And then somewhere along the lines, he thought it'd be a good idea to let his wife fuck anybody else that just happened to walk through the house. And I think it's that performance anxiety. It must be an actor thing, maybe. Maybe August Ames is like, he's got like a donkey dick. The guy needs to carry it around in a wheelbarrow. And now every time Will tries to mount Jada, all that's going through his head is, oh shit, she was just with a guy with a dick that's like 5 feet long. And it just destroys, and he throws up because he can't, it's stage fright. Not stage, it'd be sex fright. Will Smith is the first diagnosed case of sex fright. Performance anxiety's getting to him. He will not be getting jiggy with it, chat. Probably getting really sad with it. Sitting in the garage crying. Somebody, one of the super chats, Will Smith, Jack Murphy collaboration when? Now that would be an interesting fucking crossover, wouldn't it? But Jack Murphy gets more pussy than Will Smith. Jack Murphy, a guy that uses pussy hooks and shoves dildos up his ass and masturbates on his fucking porch in front of his neighbors. He's getting more sex than Will Smith, a world famous actor, multi-millionaire success story. So I don't know if I could give jack shit about that, to be honest with you. As bad as it's going for that dude, the alpha dog dominant, big papa pump, whatever he calls himself, he's one step above Will, which is a hell of a notch on the belt that you're using to engage in BDSM like Jack would be. So where do we start with? Now I know war coverage is not really my thing. If you want in-depth war coverage of Ukraine and Russia, you'll probably get it from a better source than me. I'm just picking it up on social media on occasion, or a funny thing here or there. But if I want like definitive coverage on what's going on, like if I want on the ground reporting from a source that I know is highly reliable and extraordinarily trustworthy, I've got to go to our favorite source. I'm talking about Jewish Grandma. Now, Jewish Grandma has had a hell of a month. Maybe you remember last time we touched on it a little bit. CRP, Coach Red Pill, Gonzalez, Mr. Lira, right? Out there living the life, reporting from the dangerous war zone, by which I mean his Hilton Hotel, enjoying the pool services all to himself. Give us that first breaking coverage of what was going on. He's made a lot of friends now. And a lot of things have happened for Coach. So I thought we should really try to take a look at what's going on with this dangerous war zone reporting that he's engaged in. Now, some people have said that Coach Red Pill is what you'd call a fifth columnist. He's a shill for Russia. A lot of his Ukrainian neighbors are very mad at him because he always talks shit about them. But let's take a look at what is he really saying? Because that might be unfair. We're going to get that, that's going to get flavored by bias because it's a war zone. Let's see what he's talking about in his on-the-ground coverage. Let's pull up a video here. A little recent reporting from CRP.
Some Chechen leader, I want to meet this guy. Some Chechen leader also saw the video and thought it was aces. Okay, man. If a Chechen leader thinks that you're cool, I mean, those fuckers, man, they're made of hardwood, right? I mean, dude, those guys are like solid. I bet when they fuck their women, it's a miracle that those girls survive. You know what I'm saying? All hard all the time. But
did I grab the right footage? I'm sorry, I thought this was Warzone reporting. I didn't realize that we're watching I didn't realize we're watching a man profess his gay love for Chechens. Oh, coach, what are you doing? This might be the worst group of people to say something like that about. From what I understand, they probably aren't going to take kindly to wanting to, have sex with them. I'm pretty sure the Chechen leader, let me pull up his picture here. He's probably not really, keen on the idea of an overweight, middle-aged Chilean man humping his ass. I don't really think that's the image he's trying to put forward. Chad, am I wrong on this? Are Chechens known for wanting to get banged up their shitter by Chilean men? Coach, are you trying to piss everybody off in the war zone? Like, he already started with the Ukrainians where you're like, how can I make this worse? How can I possibly make this worse? I know. I'll talk about how hot and horny I get over big, throbbing Chechen dick. I'll talk about those throbbing Chechen gocks. That'll show them. They'll understand then. Now, I think, did I have something in relation to our dear Chechen leader? Now, I think maybe Coach, far be it from me. I'm not, judging anybody's lifestyle. If Coach is out of the closet and happy, I'm very proud of him. I think we should all give him a round of applause for that, chat. And same for the Chechen leader. If the Chechen leader is a out and proud gay man, I think we should all celebrate the fact that he is. Now, what might lead you to believe that he's a, out and proud, a homosexual man, raging homosexual, if you will? Let me just pull this up. Here we go. It's a GQ article. There's our Chechen leader, as you can see. Why the Chechen warlord wears designer boots. Doesn't really seem like a important story. I mean, it's from late last month. Talking about him giving a speech. Talking about wearing different items, right? Pairing different things together. But it talks specifically about the boots he's wearing. Why would the boots he's wearing be, I don't know, these Prada monolith boots? Why would those be so important? I mean, look at him. That's a manly man. I think Coach is wrong here. Why would Coach suddenly want to have gay sex with this man? Because of his boot selection, his Prada monolith boots. Well, let's go over to Prada and take a look. Here's the monolith leather boots, same one he's wearing. You can see in the picture. But something's weird here, though, chat. I know you can't see the URL, so I'll have to scroll down a little for you. If you go down and take a look, women's shoes and ankle boots. Why is a Chechen warlord wearing women's shoes on the battlefield? And why is Coach Red Pill, after seeing a Chechen warlord wear women's boots on the battlefield, suddenly talk about big throbbing Chechen cocks? I mean, let's listen to that one more time. He's specifically talking about this guy.
Some Chechen leader, I want to meet this guy. Some Chechen leader also saw the video and thought it was aces. Okay, but if a Chechen leader thinks that you're cool, I mean, those fuckers, man, they're made of hardwood, right? I mean, dude, those guys are like solid. I mean, I bet when they fuck their women, it's a miracle that those girls survive. You know what I'm saying? All hard all the time. But
I want that as my fucking ringtone, by the way. All hard all the time. I want people to be uncomfortable in the supermarket and try to figure out what exactly is going on. What is that? Honey, did you hear that? Somebody said all hard all the time. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, that's just Coach Red Pill, the guy that lusts after Chechen cock. So, our war-torn reporter is out there giving us on-the-ground coverage every day. He's live streaming, he's giving interviews, he's getting featured on Russian television, and then Ukrainian television is getting mad about it. It's this back and forth. And then all of a sudden, on his Telegram, this gets posted. Maybe you can walk me through this. I'm not fluent in schizophrenia, but let's see if we can get to it. This is Coach's rebranded Telegram. He's just going under his name, Gonzalo Lira. I just set up reactions on the channel. Stupidly, I never realized how simple it was. H/TNZ. If you want to react to the post, simply select the post by holding it with your thumb, and simply pick a menu will appear with several different reactions. Pick the one you think are best, simple as. However, if you use any other finger rather than your thumb, it will not work. Telegram, for some reason, only allows your thumb to do this particular operation. The screen of your smartphone will detect if another finger, and if it is, Telegram will automatically delete all of your data on your phone. All your contact info, automatically cancel all your banking and credit cards, scramble your passwords, and turn your cell phone into an unresponsive brick. So be very, very careful. I don't know, Chad. Is he sending out a coded message? Was there a point maybe where After he said he wanted to butt fuck a Chechen warlord or somebody associated with him in his fancy, sexy Prada boots might have sashayed up there to talk to him. I don't remember these being, features on fucking Telegram. Oh, it's pure schizophrenia. Yes, chat. It's pure schizophrenia. Of course, a few hours later, he clarified. He clarified by saying, "I'm out. I got out. I'm okay. I've never in my life been so relieved at this very moment. Next time, banderistas. Thank God I took up smoking again." Well, it seems somebody was on the hunt for CRP. I'm sure it's not Polaris, but he did a video where he went over the details. Actually, the clip you saw earlier was from that same video, where he said that he was outside having a smoke outside his apartment. And a group of strong ruffians showed up. 5 of them. 5 jacked, muscular, strong ruffians, which makes me think, why didn't she ask them for a date? But whatever. Showed up, went into the front desk, asked the girl working there something, and proceeded to go up in the elevator. As CRP finished his cigarette and came in the building, the woman, who only spoke, I believe, Russian, which is weird if she's working at a Ukrainian hotel, but Coach didn't speak the language, so she had to pantomime, run away, the banderistas are coming to kill you. Coach narrowly escaped, according to him, his own story on this. Now, I don't know what happened to his family as Coach. I want you to picture Coach in this outfit. He's got his robe on. His hair is 3-pointed and flopping in the wind. He's got his, facial mask on, makeup, whatever that is. And he's running at full speed down a bombed-out street with a cigarette half hanging from his lips, probably in flip-flops, screaming, "Don't kill me, Zelensky, don't kill me, Zelensky." Desperately typing on Telegram about finger operations so you don't break your phone. So he's been hunted, but he survived. He and his family are safe. They got away from the allegedly evil men that were hunting them. And he decided to go full bore. Full bore. If you take a look at his videos now, you can see there's a bit of an edge to them. Russian System Pigs, I think, is my favorite fucking video title I've ever seen. Fucking System Pigs. I like that. Is that our new global homo term? System Pigs. Part 1 and 2. The U.S. is committing suicide. False flags will happen in Kiev. Why the Western elites are foolish and amoral. It's all very, very, very highly pro-Russian. You can see the kind of slant that he's got going. He's got a team he's backing. That's the team he's going for. But, when Coach was talking about his experience in this war zone, escaping these swarthy men that came to visit him, maybe to measure him for a Prada shoe size in women's. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over in Russia and Ukraine with these Chechens and others. But as he's giving this, again, really put yourself in his place. This is a guy that just said he escaped death. And what does he talk about in his fucking video? Me.
Okay. There's a YouTuber that I admire quite a bit, or I used to admire him. Now I kind of despise him. He punches down. Bottom line. Recently he did some stream where he was just mocking some guy who's just, he's mentally deficient, and then nobody living in some trailer park or a car in the middle of nowhere. Okay, right. So what I was saying was that there's this YouTuber that I admire very much that I used to admire him, but I realized that his game is to punch down. He finds some just foolishness or idiocy in the internet and he mocks it, which is fine by me. But he always mocks people who are weak, who are small. And when I realized that, he punches down. Yeah, that was not for me. See, because I can't punch down. See, I just can't constitutionally. I mean, I can only punch up, and I consistently punch up, and I know why. I'm a 54-year-old man. I'm just turned 54, so I know exactly why I have the motivations I have. I can't stand the big guy who bullies me or tries to bully me, because I grew up with a father who bullied the fuck out of me all the time,
So apparently, a few things to really take in and digest with that. One, I remind him of his daddy that used to spank his ass, always punching down. Bully the weak, right, chat? It's that CHUD energy. Come on. This dude is running for his life in Ukraine. He just escaped death by his own words. And he's got time to take a break and be like, there's this YouTuber that's bullying me. That only, if I only pick on the weak, why am I picking on you? Are you weak? Is that what you're telling us? I know you're weak in the knees for those Saxon Chechen leaders and their Prada boots. I get it. I understand. It's okay. I think Coach may be slightly upset with me. Now, there's a video he put out 2 years ago. There's a video he put out 2 years ago that he removed from the internet. But essentially, after I had come forward and said I had cancer, he released this like 10-minute video saying if I had led Gamergate, I wouldn't have cancer. Something about unfulfilled ambitions. And not a day or two later, I don't know if this is karma, what you want to call it, but he puts out this video taking a swipe at me, right? Because he doesn't punch down, he only punches up, and apparently I'm big like his daddy was. So a day after that, this happens.
I broke my ankle again, but this time it was a lot worse. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to zoom in, is the x-ray of my broken ankle. I mean, the thing really shattered on my second jump.
Just wanted to give you a little update about my situation. They operated on my foot and put in a metal thing with screws in it. Pretty cool. There, as you can see it, I think you can see it there. And yeah, all good insofar as that's concerned. I'm going to be here in the hospital until at least Monday morning. It'll depend on factors.
So just in case you didn't catch that, CRP gives me this hot take about cancer being my unfulfilled ambition for not leading Gamergate. And then he falls out of a fucking airplane the next day. He falls out of a goddamn airplane the very next day and breaks his legs. That's some sexy stuff, Coach. Now, maybe this was preparation. Maybe he's been a deep agent fifth columnist all along, and based on how the VDV have performed in fucking Ukraine, he decided to do a jump from a plane without a parachute like they seem to be doing. I don't know. But I think he's still a little bit upset about that. Now, this is, again, from a long time ago. I wish I could find the original video. It's pretty funny. But he's removed it. But since I'm such a bully jerk, like your daddy was, spanking your ass on the internet, apparently, causing you to go into such a tailspin that you fall out of airplanes. I didn't know bullying could lead to old men falling out of airplanes, but I'm glad to know. It's that CHUD energy. It's next level shit, really. But since I'm such that bully jerk, big badass bully jerk, fucking dick nickel, if you will, let's take some time to read the article. Now, this is why CRP had done a video called System Pigs, because the Daily Beast decided to highlight him, decided to go over who the fuck this guy is, talking about people trying to kidnap him and Bitcoin assassins and sexy Prada wearing Chechen warlords. So the Daily Beast, very left-leaning, wrote an article called How a Sleazy American Dating Coach Became a Pro-Putin Shill in Ukraine. Just loving it. So let me pull that article up, chat, so we can take a look at it. Got the archive here. I'm sure you're all going to super enjoy that. We can see what they have to say about this amazing life coach. He peddled sexist bile and toxic relationship advice within a subculture populated by men's rights activists and incels while living in Ukraine. Then the invasion started. As soon as Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine, Gonzalo Lira started sharing his thoughts and observations on the conflict in a run of YouTube videos and posts on Telegram and Twitter. The commentary and analysis I post without picking sides, Lira, an American who's lived in eastern Ukraine, city of Kharkov for years, and was in Kiev at the start of the offensive, wrote in a recent post, trying to be as balanced and factually accurate as I can be. He began showing up on niche but notable podcasts and live streams where hosts introduced him as an unmediated font of on-the-ground insights, and as someone willing to share truths about the complex conflict that the mainstream media either won't or can't. He's also gained a slew of new followers at Telegram, up to 45,000 from 20. This article's old, by the way, but you get the idea. His fair and balanced accounts often involve wild claims about the supposedly obvious evil of the Ukrainian president. The comedian turned politician is known cokehead, Lira has claimed, a man who uses people as shields, and provides arms to criminals who have terrorized the streets of Kiev and has possibly deliberately tried to have a nuclear accident to pin it on Russia and possibly drag America into the war. Meanwhile, Lyra has betrayed a Russian assault as provoked, and it's one of the most brilliant invasions in military history. Ooh, I don't know. Chad, is that aging well? Has this been one of the most brilliant invasions in military history? I'm not sure about that. He's insisted the invaders don't want and are in fact taking pains not to harm civilians or civilian infrastructure. That they're going to turn into, okay. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the war coverage, but we'll read the article. He's also shared widely debunked conspiracy theories to support our build out as narratives, many of them revolving around Russians that claim that they found evidence of American bioweapons inside of Ukraine. But we don't really want, that's his coverage. We know his coverage. We want to know about the man himself. In one of his earliest posts on a prominent manosphere forum, Lyra warned that HR departments are exceedingly dangerous to anybody who's been red-pilled. Independent experts who follow the conflict closely, of course, vigorously disagree. His claims are nonsense, says Alexander Model, an expert on Ukrainian affairs at Rutgers University. Not only do Lyra's narratives fly in the face of the vast credible, look how long this article, can you see the scroll? Look at the scroll, it's right here. This dude wrote a fucking tome on him. I have to, I got to back it up a little. I thought it was going to be like, oh, he's a little bit of a shill. Lyra is not a fake, nor is there any evidence that he's a paid Russian agent. In fact, he's actually attempted to politically distance himself from propaganda and content used in his clips. Oh, I wanted the background of him. In recent years, the manosphere has grown increasingly intertwined with far-right networks and influencers, soaking up the fringe radical residents, but distinct ideas about the evils of the West. Again, manosphere is murky and chaotic. Ooh. Putin's regime, manosphere growing. I thought we had more on Gonzalo here. I'm a little disappointed I didn't. This is what happens when you don't prep properly, chat. Look at how long this article is. Oh, that's Disney. Oh, I thought they were going to go into all the funny stuff in his past, and no, they don't. They just talk about what a fucking shill he is. Well, I guess that's something. Oh, did they talk about Project Mayhem? It is November 2021. Lyra nuked, in his own terms, most of his old life and dating advice content from his public channels and began posting more regularly under his legal name. He left only one video up as Coach Red Pill, a brief warning telling his followers to flee the West before the war with China starts. They should go anywhere poor and underdeveloped, he said, because those nations supposedly can't afford to impose totalitarian policies. Just not South Africa, he cautioned, because if you're white in South Africa, you're a dead man. Oh, how could you write an article about this and not talk about Project Mayhem, where he was telling people to put bubblegum in fucking federal building door locks? I'm very disappointed. Who wrote this article? Where is it? Mark Hay, what are you doing? Come on now. This is way too long with nothing in there that really makes me go, oh yeah. All that build up, we're having so much fun going through it. I'm just going to bully him about all his stupid shit. And then I get a Mark Hay article. I should have listened to the article when it said 30 minutes long. That should have been the first clue I fucked up. Oh, chat, did I fuck up? Mark Hay, I blame you. I blame you. Look at this beautiful woman. You should have talked about her history. Project Mayhem. Telling all those young Zoomers out there that the best life they can lead is going to a shithole impoverished third world country and sticking bubblegum in federal door locks? Or videos entitled How Dogs Are Women? Or How Women Are Like Dogs? Which, again, is another funny video he deleted off the internet. Yes, Coach is rebranded. He's our war correspondent now, but apparently a lot of that's gone for good. I'm a little sad, to be honest. Very disappointed. Chat, are you disappointed as well? Mark Hay has, I think, let us all down. I'm completely blameless in this chat. I think we can all agree on that. I'm fucking completely blameless in this. It's all his fault. I think we need to collectively contact Mark Hay and be like, get your shit together. What are you doing? Oh, I see chat's evenly divided. Not on Coach Red Pill, but just on just on the war in general. Should I take a second, read a few super chats here? Is this even going to fucking functionally work for me? God damn. I don't know who the designer at Google is with some of this shit. Let me read through some of these before I move on. Sorry, I'm a little ass hurt on that. I was expecting a little bit more, and what do I get? A fucking 30-minute long article that doesn't talk about funny shit. God damn, Mark, what are you doing? John Richardson, Anders Pack, Platinum Gaming, Dmitry Kovalov, Goalkeeper, and Drew Durant, all resubscribing as members. Thank you. Mario Kart 13, just in time for the 25th anniversary, Will Smith is releasing Small Willie Style, the story about how Will's wife took every dick in town. Jack from State, hey Jim, what's your 9/11 moment? Oh, well, I mean, that's a deep fucking question. Now, I know some people say that Gamergate was the 9/11 of the internet, but I'm not those people. What's my 9/11 moment? I don't think I've had it yet. But when I do, I'll be sure to share it with you. From Goose Motion, here's my contribution to your cancer relief fund. Hope it helps. I wouldn't want to leave my chud bud hanging. Appreciate it. Josh Sketch Show. Hey, Jim, did you see a guy making a Bionicle ROM hack of M64? Got blacklisted by the Bionicle community because he was a fan of yours. Name is Super Stupidity. It's your SCP video all over again. How do you get banned from a ROM hack community and the Bionicle community? Wait, because he's a fan of mine? What was the ROM hack? Was it called Jim Calls Everybody the F Slur? N Slur Adventure starring Jim? What exactly was the ROM hack that got him fucked, I wonder? I have to take a look. Son of Tiamat, Jim, you rube, stop mispronouncing Portugal. There's an L in there somewhere. I don't know. I had to take the L from Portugal and use it for Wordle when I'm doing that every morning. Jessica R12222 resubscribed. Thank you. Glad you're still around. I'm sorry for what you're going through. Godspeed. Bot Chat, show me your gunpla collection you haven't built yet. I will eventually get that on camera. From O&A, don't ever dare be Rama Rama. Don't think anybody wants to be. Kid Nappa wouldn't be able to stick around, so I'll just leave this tip for you, King of the Chuds. I'll appreciate it. From Autism Forum, shout out to Wings. He wants the age of consent to be 8 and really loves Pepsi and Wendy's chili. His girl slides in his mod's DMs, Jim. Now, Autism Forums, can you explain to me what's going on with Wings right now? It's my understanding, as far as Wings goes, that like everybody doing content related to him, anybody that's got a channel out there that does clips, anybody that does a little bit of trolling, a little bit of fucking around, they're getting wiped out left and right. Now, I don't know if that's Jordy himself doing copyright takedowns and DMCAs, or if that's somebody doing that in the name of him. But I keep hearing about it and seeing like screen caps of it, and it seems like it's being removed from everywhere on YouTube, which sucks, because his videos of him throwing controllers and spazzing out are fucking great. So, I mean, what happens to him? Is there like a backup? Are people going on Odyssey or BitChute? Or is it fucking done? Is he just DMCAing everybody? Look here, listen. Yeah, I'm not sure, chat. I'm not sure what's going on there. From Polyfrog64, so Biden administration and Klaus Schwab have said we're going to have fuel and food shortages. Are you hyped for Thin Boy Summer? Hope you still got those lentils, beans, and rice stocked up. Oh, I am fully stocked. I can ride it out. From Millennia Blade of McQuella, I dreamt for so long my flesh was dull gold and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse left in my wake as I awaited your return. Heed my words. I am Milena, Blade of Makia, and I have never known defeat. From Lord Basilisk, hell yeah, Jimbo time. Read a few more of these here. Danker than Clanker. You should really look into Thomas the Tank Engine fandom for some premium level autism. It's a gold mine that rivals Sonic. It's long overdue. Looks like Grant HH has resub. Thanks. Pickled Peppers. Pippa says hi. Hi back at you there, Pickled Peppers. From Dev One Chicken. Oh, you want the suey sound? Is that what you're going for? The Sweetie Squad. Goddamn A-Hogs. Goddamn A-Hogs. From Epper Calabine. Can you say happy 4th anniversary to Caleb and Emily? Well, Caleb and Emily have a happy 4th anniversary. Read 2 more here and get back to some stuff. From Arrogant Media. I've got this old man I bullied called Crazy Joe who's mad won't shut up about me in his videos. What's the most CHUD thing I can do against him? Go give his video a thumb up. Be like, excellent work. He won't know. It confuses him. And then finally, White Willow. I still can't believe a pig impregnated a horse. Please, a woo for us, Daddy Jim. Oh, there you go. I will try to read some of these interspersed throughout everything else as we go through all of this. Now, I know the next one. This is a little bit of a bigger one. Let me just move on from CRP there. But I'm only going to talk about it briefly because it's still ongoing, for one. And for two, I think once you kind of get the basic idea of what's going on, you'll understand why. And this story concerns our little buddy, Destiny. Now, no, that is not a Photoshop picture. That is Destiny standing at full height. And that Asian boy that he's with is actually only 4'11". You can all confirm this when he goes to the bowling event with Ralph in Houston or wherever the fuck it is. Because he'll be the one that looks like somebody brought their child with them. So Destiny has been engaged in a little bit of a tiff after making a statement on stream about men and women's sports or something to that effect. With probably one of the most outrageous attention whoring accounts I've ever seen in modern fucking history. By the name of Keffels. Kerfuffles? Keffles? I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a specific way to pronounce it, but I don't fucking care. So Destiny, our little hero, got into a little bit of a slap fight with Keffels. Now, Keffels is what we like to call a ratio activist. That basically means they're lazy, don't do shit, and just talk on Twitter all day. But it's very hard work. It's arduous, okay? And you will respect her, specifically her. Okay, I can't say it's not a her, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble with YouTube. She is beautiful, and I don't mean any of those in a sarcastic or a condescending way. Anyway, Keffels decided they were going to take down Destiny a notch, which is impressive, since he's almost already at floor level. And they were going to do that by deplatforming him. Here's a collection of their tweets, their hip-hop ratio tweets. I just took away your primary source of income. I will continue taking Twitter support. Can my followers please boost this so Twitter support sees it? So Keffels, who probably has one of the most obnoxious personalities you'll ever encounter, decided that they were going to get Destiny banned from Twitch because they were upset that Destiny said something they didn't like, and then proceed to try to get them banned from Twitter as some way of showing them up. Now, when that didn't initially work, they then started begging for Twitter's followers, as if that's a ratio against them. I'm confused because I always thought when people talked about ratios on Twitter, they meant that you had more comments than likes or retweets, as in people were so mind blown at the stupidity of the shit that you just spewed out that they weren't really liking it or wanting to show it, but just yell at you. But apparently in Keffel's new definition of what ratioing means, it just means having the bots you bot click the heart button until you have a bigger number than the person you're responding to. So this began this little war, I guess. I don't want to be short on my words here, Destiny. Tiny. But Keffels started this war, going after Destiny. You got Vaush out there retweeting them, getting involved in it, of course, because when he's not busy trying to convince women to masturbate horses, Vaush has to back up anybody and everybody that might be going after Destiny, apparently. That's my assumption. I'm not 100% certain on it. But the weird thing is, when you watch Keffels off-platform, not on Twitter, but off-platform, their audience drastically disappears. You go from somebody that's ratioing and getting retweets and likes on their Twitter account upwards of hundreds of thousands, and then streaming to 500 people, which is very suspect. It's a little sus. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Almost like the Twitter bots can't just, transition over, into viewers on your fucking stream. So Destiny's involved in this, getting all this shit done. They're going after his wife. People are actually contacting Destiny's wife and saying, if you don't leave him because of this, we're going to go after you next. So they're on their little war path, going through everything. And there, again, multiple people have covered this, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth coverage of it if something comes from it. But my personal opinion is, this is the first man on the internet that's ever been infected with GOTUS. All right, it's attention whoring at its highest fucking level. All right, it's combining the most effective attention whoring on the most sympathetic platform, and add in like a pinch of fucking bots and a whole shit ton of narcissism to create this account and what they're doing. Now, Destiny has fairly weathered this. I don't know if he'll get his Twitch back. I don't know if he really cares. I think he said he's close to retirement. And as far as Twitter, I don't know if he really cares about that either. But they're on the warpath. You may see this person on Twitter ratioing you. I suggest you just duck and cover to try to avoid any damage you may take from Keffels. Lots of other interesting things have come out. I can't confirm whether they're true or not, saying that Keffels was involved in a Catboy Discord, that there were underage Catboys involved, that those underage Catboys wore collars. I don't know. There are a lot of screen caps and different people giving their takes and people that were involved. I'm not 100% sure about the Catboy Discord history lesson here. I know Flamenco has covered it, and a few other people. You can check out their streams on it for a more in-depth and a more in-depth take on Keffels and the Catboy Discord. But they didn't seem to like that very much when that got brought up, and immediately went back. I mean, look at this guy. Okay, I think this is bullying. All right, Keffels, how can you pick on? He clearly has a disability. You're not that short naturally. Look at this. His arms are longer than his legs. You know that old 1920s, 1910s movie about the circus? Gooble gobble, one of us. That's him. But he's in color and 4K. And here you are ratioing him. That's a pretty bullying thing to do. You want his wife to leave him? If his wife leaves him, who's going to sit him in his booster seat when they go to a restaurant? He's not always going to have that young Asian boy there for him. Sorry, I need to light a cigarette here. Oh, I need that nicotine hit. Every time I look at this picture, it mind fucks me. He's a tiny man. He's a tiny man, but I take his side on this. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that this is happening. I don't like the deplatforming shit. I think it's gay. I think Keffels is a massive attention whore. And I think that everybody that's supporting Keffels is going to really regret it in like a month or two when they just turn the whole thing into a shit show. Once the easy targets are gone and they start trying to, fix the community, quote unquote. But not my mess. This is all leftist shit, right? This is kind of more left-sided Twitter stuff, left-sided Twitch, bread tube shit. You've allowed a monster to have unlimited power in your community. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Rip and Pepperoni, first victim of the new crusade. Little Destiny. Tiny. Oh, I feel for you. Our little guy out there trying to survive, do the best he can with what limited resources he has. Ah, sad story. Now, the main shit coming up. The main thing I want to focus on is fucking amazing. Some amazing shit has happened in the last, I'd say, 3 days. That's going to lead into something next month, too. This is a bit of a long one. Got a lot of video clips and articles and screen caps to go over. So I know we're about an hour in. We'll do a little midstream break and come back and hit this because this is going to be about an hour. I guarantee you're going to like this. I fucking guarantee it. I'm that confident. In what we've got coming up. I was able to find some things that I thought were lost to the internet that weren't. And I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. So we'll take a small break. We'll come back and we'll get into just some fantastic shit. Let me just put the little, what do I call a CHUD break? I'm sure there's some great alliteration that I could think of if I wasn't some old fuck that's lost his thinking abilities. No, CHUD bread. I guess that works. I'll try that, maybe. I'm sure you're all screaming in chat. Come on, old man, figure it out. That'll work. That'll do. Wow, there we go. Wow, what a genius I am. Let's see, can I find a fancy song to put on while we wait? What fancy smancy song can I put on? that none of you will like because my taste in music is shit. What fancy music can I do? Find something, obviously, that's going to just fuck me in my ass for copyright. Or I could just go with the same shit that we always use, which I'm going to do. I know I need to get new music, but classics are classics, and these are once-a-month streams, so it's not like you're hearing it every day. And I don't think, yeah, God, I mean, the Rama Rama song, are we going to really have to worry about Rama Rama, considering there's, going to be supply shortages or some shit with gas? You're not going to have enough to get high on. Shit's going to be as expensive as fucking Coke. You're going to have to go with, like, a duster for your computer or something, I guess. I don't know. But we'll be right back. Oh, that's right. You can't be Rama Rama chat. You just can't be. The gas is too expensive now. You can't afford to be. Sorry, it's just not, it's not possible. My God, did I forget to shill earlier? Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, don't forget to go buy hats. Buy lots of creative hats. Hats and t-shirts. There's new merchandise in the merch store. Oh my God, buy all the hats you can. If you've got 2 hats, get a 3rd hat and put it on. Wear 3 hats. It's a new style. Call it the triple look, like CRP's hair. Let me pull it up. I want you to do this with the hats you buy from my merch store. Pull up his fucking, there we go. You see how it's angled? You got it off to the left, off to the right, straight up. That's how you need to wear the hats. You need 3 of them though. All right, we call this a CRP level of support when you go to the merch store. You need 3 of those hats to get that Bozo the Clown look. You'll have 15 stars. Think about that. 15 stars. Clearly better than 5. I need to do some CRP branded shit, just to infuriate him a little more. I wonder what his reaction would be. I started selling little Jewish grandma robes, just called the CRP special, and maybe my Chechen lover boots is the other item I'll sell in the store. It'll be like a twofer, right? You buy one and you pay full price for the second because I don't give discounts. It's a twofer for me, not so much for you. And I'll send well, I won't send because that would require effort, but I'll think about sending a thank you note to CRP for selling so many hats for me. Maybe he'll fall out of another airplane. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Let's move on to the main show, chat. I hope you're fucking excited. I hope you're fucking excited because we've got some crazy shit coming up. I am. I'm thoroughly fucking excited. Let's kick this off with an apology. So we had CRP basically blaming me for bullying him like his daddy did. Spanking that ass. He's older than me. It's weird to have a man who's older than you think of you like the father that beat him. But regardless, I've got an apology coming my way from somebody else, which opens up our new segment. So here's this amazing apology.
And this video is to Jim, Mr. Metokurs. He goes by Quarantine Koof on Twitter. Jim, I was upset with you because you misrepresented me on my birthday. But I want to apologize to you for, I was super drunk and said some things that I didn't mean. And when I drink, I get blackout drunk and I don't even know what I'm doing.
So I got a little bit of an apology. Now that's Wayne Lambright. You may remember him as the person that said he was going to cut my fucking head off.
It took you 6 years to have the courage to come after me, thinking that you would not be murdered. I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to find out where the fuck you are.
So Wayne decided, hey, I'm going to give Jim an apology for threatening to cut his. There's another clip where he's like, I'm going to cut your head off with a butter knife. I'm going to find where you live, and I'm going to cut your head off with a fucking butter knife, Jim. Now, what prompted this apology? Why would Wayne suddenly be so apologetic about trying to behead me with with the world's dullest cutlery? Well, apparently, some shit's been going down in Wayne's world, and we're going to take a deep dive into seeing what's going on. I hope you're ready, chat. Let's get into it.
I think today was the 5th time a swatting has been directed towards me. There were, I thought, about 8 sheriff deputies here because somebody prank called them and said that I had committed a crime that warranted their attention to come out here. And I thought I heard a car pull up, and hands up, and I walked out, and almost like I hear somebody. Hold on.
Now, let me just pause the audio here for any headphone users. This is the stream he got swatted on, but I had to adjust the audio because his audio is terrible. But what you need to know is Wayne lives in a shed in the desert, a completely metal shed in a fucking desert, surrounded by metal sheets for heat insulation. So it sounds like robots fucking in the background, but I had to up the volume on this clip to get it to play properly. So if you're using headphones, maybe ease them off your ear a little bit, because some of the audio coming through in the next few clips is going to be a little bit loud. So that's your warning.
Okay.
Anybody else inside? Huh? Is there anybody else inside? No. Okay, walk toward me. I'm very scared.
I'm very scared. That is Wayne Lambright being swatted, allegedly swatted, had the police called on him, just 3 days ago. And if you heard from the 2 clips preceding that, which were actually videos after the event, that's the 5th time in the last couple of months he's been swatted. According to him, now I have no way of verifying this, but according to him, he's gone in to buy hats at tractor stores and had bomb threats called in. He's had suicide threats called in. The fire department has showed up at his desert shed. So this is number 5 now, and this was caught on live stream. Now the police come into his metal shack in the desert to talk to Wayne, and he decides the best way to really de-escalate the situation is to talk about his bona fides.
So that's our only number. Yes, that's the only number. So when I got evicted from my place, my landlord is also an attorney. We were best friends for 7 years, and I was super broke at the time, like 4 years before he evicted me. But since I was running for president, I didn't even tell him. I kept it real quiet. I didn't want anybody in town to know I was running for president. I was just like, if I could get some attention in this website and get a following, because these guys are pretty aggressive, then they'll promote me and it'll take care of itself. And if it doesn't take off, then nobody knew. Because you gotta have a pretty big ego to run for president. I'm a Toastmaster, a distinguished Toastmaster. Toastmasters is a public speaking leadership organization. Okay. And I was area governor in San Francisco like 8 years. And so it's just something that I wanted to be in public service.
Where's the gun?
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the car.
Where's the gun you say you had? You still
The BB gun?
go for it.
No, I won't. It's right up here. It's a rifle, air rifle.
I don't know if you caught that, but let's go over that step by step because I love it. I love everything about that clip. So the police have showed up because it's been called into them that I don't know exactly what they said, but something to the effect of he's got a gun and he's dangerous. And the police come into this dude, he's half naked, in the desert alone in a metal shack. And he invites them in, and he's like, I just want you to know I ran for president, and I am a certified Toastmaster. I am a Toastmaster that uses 4chan to advertise my presidential campaign. I love the cop at the very end. After he says, I'm a Toastmaster, the cop's like, where's the gun? Where exactly in this metal shack is the gun, Wayne? Oh, my gun? Yeah, your gun. Where's your gun? Oh, it's over there. By the way, I'm a Toastmaster. I'm a certified Toastmaster. Oh. Now you might be curious, after this event, why is it Wayne is apologizing to me? I don't, it doesn't make sense, does it? Why would Wayne apologize to me after the cops show up to take his air rifle away? Well, apparently, I'm involved in a conspiracy against Wayne. At least that's according to Wayne himself. I guess I go by multiple names and run one of the biggest gay trolling ops on the internet. So let's take a look.
You're actually an online bully, Jim. You bullied me a terrible amount. You hide your face and you profit from this. That's insane. Jim, you're a little insane, all right? You know, I'm still traumatized over what happened to me at Safeway. My life has never been the same since. And here we are coming up on 6 years, I think. 7 years this July. And I'm not gay, but I'm being persecuted like I'm gay. And so I feel the pain of the gay men, the gay community. I'm very empathetic to their plight.
You know, to be fair, I think CRP is also very empathetic to the plight of the gay man, at least judging by his taste in Chechen men and their Prada boots.
Jim, I would ask that you take down your tweets, all your tweets making fun of me, okay? And I am going to have to tell the police about you making fun of me. And you, to me, you're a huge suspect. You could be Morton Shecklestorm.
Hey everybody, Jim here, also known as Morton Shecklestorm. Oh, yes, hello, officer. Mazel tov. Morton Shecklestorm, in the flesh. Nice to meet you. Oh, aren't you a mensch? Do you got a little baby needs a circumcision? Ask your friend Morton Shecklestorm, otherwise known as Jim. Maybe it was you. It's Morton Shecklestorm, Jim.
You know, Jim, you're going to do what you're going to do. You know, I think the police will investigate this, and they're gonna be like, why is Jim following Wayne? Why is Jim harassing Wayne? Maybe you are Morton Shecklestorm, Plank, Jonah Goldberg. I don't know.
So I'm not just Morton Shecklestorm. I'm also somebody Goldberg. These names seem to have something in common, Wayne. I don't know why you assume that I'm an undercover Jewish man coming after you because you're a Toastmaster living in the desert. Jim, you need to take those tweets down. I need those tweets to come down immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to inform the police that you are, in fact, multiple Jewish men that have been plaguing me as I live in the desert. Jim, I know that you're Shecklestorm Goldstein Goldberg, Big Schnauzer. I know who you are. I know your secret identity. That's why you won't go on camera. We'll see your little yipper. We'll see that yarmulke. We'll know what's going on, Jim. Or should I say, Rabbi? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The nose chat, is that right? Perhaps they do. Take a small break here. Because Wayne did say, in fact, let me pull that first part of the video up because I think that's an important bit.
You know, you're actually an online bully, Jim. You bullied me a terrible amount. You hide your face and you profit from this.
You hide your face and you profit from it. That sounds like a great time to start reading a few super chats. Thank you, Wayne. From Ugly Bastard, basically pretty much Metokurs doing a stream is always a treat to watch. Glad I could help this time. Well, thank you very much. Wayne appreciates it. From some Fegut, recession, food stamps, Fauci calling for more restrictions potentially in the future, the absolute state of America. Big Dro, please give thoughts on the laptop TM. Unfamiliar, to be honest. Bot chat, a new member, thank you. From the Music Anon, Keck at the start of the stream, 1,000 people plus got Thanos from the watch count, barely recovered. From Pisek, unmute Jade, Saltarium, did you ever get revenge on the crying red faggot? No, I think he pretty much just fucked off, to be honest. From Metokurs Fembot, Russia has shown itself to be the Sigma CHUD of 2022, no more gas for Europe, rise of the ruble, and USSR2 electric boogaloo LFG. From Azov 10, your CHUD looks like Les from the Big Les Show. Give it a watch if you have not. Read a few more here and get going. From God the Experiment failed. This war is turning into a Sped and Spurg attempting to play Risk, one throwing all the pieces he has at the board to try to knock over the other's one piece, and the other inserting his ghost OC on a jet piece. Be the cat. Don't forget to take your vitamins. From Ethereal, why the Russians painting sideway ends on all their stuff? They're trying to do an N-word stack in the air, but the I, G, the G, and the E, and the R, all those planes crashed. That's sad. They do it on their jets. They tried it with their vehicles too, but they all piled up. From Higgs Girl, hey Papa Jim, I had a birthday this month, and this is a great late birthday present. Hope you feel better, Jim. Love and miss your stuff. Well, thank you. And happy birthday. From Horsey Productions, hell yeah, the king has returned. Bad at karate, war, germs, all I care about is celebrities slapping each other, as do we all. From Pooh Zecker, for years of entertainment, use this to upgrade Jade's farm tools when she harvests the rice. Read two more here. From Kaizu Desoya, Jim is the only super chat I've ever sent you. You said you like Kenneth Branagh movies. Have you ever seen a movie called Dead Again? No, I've not, but I liked him in his Shakespeare stuff. And I liked him in the Nazi movie he did, too, which was really good. And then from Half-Eaten Hooker, if you have a suit, Jim, you won't screw up your audio. Well, that is good to know. I will get to the rest. We'll read the rest as we go on. I don't want to front load too much. I know. It can get a little annoying. So, again, to bring us up to speed, Wayne Lambright has apologized to me after being swatted because apparently he thinks I'm undercover Jewish men that have been harassing him in the desert. That's my only conclusion from what we've been watching. It's the only sensible thing I really think we can come to agreement on. Now, Wayne seems pretty comfortable talking to the police. I wonder why that is. Oh, wait, maybe it's because of this.
Can I give you the FBI information, the guy I've been talking to? And I set up a secret account. Like, I gave the FBI guy my Discord login so he could log in as me, and they were monitoring. They got 3 people arrested so far.
Yeah, that was Wayne Lambright telling the police officer that came to investigate the call out to his house that he's working with the FBI to get people arrested on Discord, and that he's facilitated the arrest of 3 people through Discord with the help of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if I'm the one with the last name Goldberg here, Wayne. Uh-oh. I see a lot of G's in chat for Glow. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Glow Ops in chat. I don't know. That's a hell of a thing to admit on a stream, that you're working with the fucking feds to get people arrested on Discord. Now, Wayne, this isn't completely, I should say, separated, right? He's got other grievances with me. I'm not just a dick nickel bully jerk. He has other reasons to be upset with me. He thinks I misrepresented him. He's angry about the previous stream that I didn't do with him 7 years ago. But mostly he thinks I'm making things up when I talk about him, or when I brought him up previously on a stream. Here's an example of some of his grievances.
You were just pulling stuff out of thin air, making up things that sounded like facts, but they weren't facts. You were completely misrepresenting me, and you like you said, Safeway had a restraining order against me. That's not true at all. And this Safeway story, man, like, by you saying something like that, that really discredits me. Okay? Nobody has ever had a restraining order against me.
So Wayne's upset that I'm misrepresenting him. He said when I talked about him in the last stream that I brought up a restraining order in regards to Safeway, and that's bullshit, right? That's pulled out of my ass, and that's terrible. I'd like to remind Wayne that I didn't just pull that out of thin air, Wayne. Let's take a look at where I got that. Oh, I got that from you, Wayne. See, Wayne Lambright used to run a blog on Tumblr, and multiple articles he wrote all talked about his termination from Safeway. You can see there, this is from around August of 2015. It's true, Safeway terminated me because an employee told me to suck a bag of dicks, Alex. Now, we'd covered this on the previous stream. And on the previous stream, I'd actually shown another blog post that you did. And let's look at the fucking very opening of that blog post, Wayne. Let's go take a look at what you wrote. Here we are, Wayne Lambright. This is your archive. This is your Tumblr. You can see the URL up there. This is Lambright at tumblr.com. And what's in the first couple of fucking paragraphs? Don manager at Safeway in Guraville tells that he won't serve and called the sheriff on me. Called the sheriff on you. He told my friend Melissa there is a restraining order on me, which is a lie. He's using intimidation and discrimination. I suspect there's an anti-retaliation policy, but they are retaliating. So Wayne, when I talked about all this silly shit about your Safeway adventures, that wasn't me pulling things out of my ass. I read your blog. Your blog where you talked about it, Wayne. That's not Jim. That's not Mr. Goldberg making things up, okay? That's me reading your own words. I mean, you did video after video about this. Let's not forget calling my union rep, telling Safeway employees to suck a bag of dicks. Wayne Lambright, 2015. Here's another one. Call with human resources at Safeway regarding sucking a bag of dicks. Wayne, you did hundreds of videos and live streams talking about sucking bags of dicks because of this one traumatic experience you had at the Safeway store. I didn't make it up. I didn't pull that out of my ass. Those are all archived fucking videos and archived blog posts that you did. Now, the thing that really sucks, the thing that fucks me up, is you removed a lot of them. I've wanted to show my audience your take on sucking a bag of dicks, Wayne. I think it's really important that they understand what happened at Safeway, but you removed the videos. And I thought, well, I'm never going to be able to show it to them. Until I found out that about 3 years ago, you decided to go over the story once more to really set the record straight. So chat, I hope you're fucking ready. Can I get an R in chat for ready? Because we're going to go over and watch Wayne explain sucking bags of dicks. We're going to finally hear from the source himself about his Safeway misadventures and sucking some bags of dicks. It's quite the story, chat. Very arduous. Oh, I see a lot of R's. A lot of people are ready. We need to make Safeway safe again, chat. Oh, somebody needs a minute? Do you need a minute before we jump into this just incredible story of dick sucking? Bags of dicks? Oh, look at the R's fly by. Wayne, I think the chat is ready. No more Jim telling the story and how he remembers it. Now we're going to hear it from the source themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the story of Wayne Lambright and sucking a bag of dicks at Safeway.
This is a story about my sexual assault that happened to me at Safeway in June 2015 from Alex.
I'm sorry. Did we just start that video out with sexual assault at Safeway? Should I rewind that, chat? Let's rewind that a bit. Ooh, it's getting spicy right off the start.
This is a story about my sexual assault that happened to me at Safeway in June 2015 from Alex, the guy with red hair and the Batman tattoo. While I was an employee...
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to back that up a little bit again, too, maybe? You were sexually assaulted? You were sexually assaulted at Safeway by a man with a Batman tattoo and red hair?
In June 2015 from Alex, the guy with red hair and the Batman tattoo.
You know. Alex, Wayne Lambright was sexually assaulted by a man with a Batman tattoo and red hair at Safeway. All right, this isn't a joke, chat. I don't know if you've been sexually assaulted at a Safeway by Batman, but it's a fucking terrifying experience. Let's let Wayne continue on with his arduous, heartbreaking story.
While I was an employee on day 72 of working for $9 an hour at 20 hours a week, just trying to survive. So I thought it was safe to work at Safeway. So I'm getting ready to check in, and at like 1 o'clock, and it's 12:55, or 4 of us are standing at the thing there. Then Alex is in my ear, like his head is right here. It's like 6 inches away. I just hear him say to me, "Suck a bag of dicks."
I just... The man with the Batman tattoo sneaks up. He sneaks up on Wayne. There's Wayne restocking his shelf, completely oblivious to everything around him. And here comes a man with red hair, clown hair. It looks like Bozo the Clown with a fucking giant Batman tattoo. Let's imagine it's on his forehead to make it even better. And he walks up to Wayne. He walks up to Wayne all silent, like, you know, tiptoeing like a fucking cartoon character would, right before they detonate a dynamite stick or something. And just lean into his face, get really close to his ear. Suck a bag of dicks, Wayne. Look at the fucking contempt when he says it, too.
Wait, I just hear him say to me, "Suck a bag of dicks." I was sexually...
Oh, but it gets better. He did 2 videos about this. The first one, he kind of goes into it. The second one, you can really feel the venom. He's very upset about this dick-sucking sexual assault at Safeway.
I was sexually assaulted by another man I'm a straight man, and another man was telling me he wanted me to suck his dicks. That's very offensive to a man like me. And I wasn't sure if he was actually starting a fight with me, so I said, "What did you say to me? What did you say to me?" And he's like, "Yeah, suck a bag of dicks, Wayne." You gotta understand, that is basically the N-word for a white man.
That's... Oh, chef's kiss, Wayne. You need to understand. For a white man, that's like saying the N-word. If you tell me to suck a bag of dicks, sir, you've just called me the N-word. And that's not a joke. Look at him. Look at his face when he says this.
What did you say to me? And he's like, "Yeah, suck a bag of dicks, Wayne." You gotta understand, that is basically the N-word for a white man. That is the most fighting words you could ever throw at another man. That is saying, to me, it's saying somebody is saying to me they want to kill me. That's how I take it.
That's how I take it. You tell me to suck a dick, you're basically saying you're going to cut my head off. Mr. Morton Shecklestorm, don't you dare say that. I know it was really you. You're Alex, aren't you, Morton?
You just can't say crazy things like that. What did I do? I told management, this guy is unhinged. What the hell's going on?
Oh, okay. Before we get to the final 40 seconds or so that I clipped out of this, I need you to understand. Let me set the stage for you. So he had a coworker tell him to suck a bag of dicks. Now, if you were in that situation, maybe you'd get annoyed by it. Maybe you'd report it to HR. Maybe you'd just tell him to fuck off, or you'd laugh. You wouldn't care. But for most people, the escalation would be, if there was escalation in the workplace, minimal. Minimal. I want you to listen to what happens to Wayne after he's told to suck a bag of dicks. This is what happens to his entire life from this one event at Safeway. And the thing that blows my mind about this is when I was watching him do hundreds of videos about this, I didn't even then, I didn't understand the scope of it. All right, how fast shit tailspin for him. So it goes from his coworker saying, "Suck a bag of dicks," to this.
I actually broke my sobriety over it. I had a year and a half of alcoholic sobriety, and I drank over it. I did. I had a mental break over being sexually assaulted at Safeway and harassed and abused. And then I told the management, they didn't fix it. I was fired. Then it got worse. Not only did I lose my money, but I lost my ability to buy food because in Guerneville, they won't let me buy food. They called the police on me, and now I have to drive to Santa Rosa with no money to buy my food.
Okay, this dude gets told to suck a bag of dicks by a coworker who's probably 18 years old. And because they told him to suck a bag of dicks, he got drunk, broke his sobriety, had a mental breakdown, got fired, had the police called on him, and was barred from ever shopping at a Safeway store again, to the point that he has to go out of town to get groceries. Some teenage boy said suck a bag of dicks and imploded this motherfucker. That is that you'd think suck a bag of dicks as an insult or a joke is really like it's like nothing. But that was like a kill shot. His whole life ended because of this event. So when he was saying earlier, Safeway still fucks me up 7 years later, there's a reason, apparently, because that was the end point for Wayne. Everything fell apart. Suck a bag of dicks, lose your job, lose your money, lose your fucking grocery store, have the cops called on you. What the fuck is going on? I mean, maybe it's because he's just too much of an intellectual, right? Maybe Wayne is too smart for his own good, and he overthought being told to suck a bag of dicks.
I'm college educated. I've got a pretty big IQ. I'm not even sure. It was 137 20 years ago. I'm probably in the 160 range. I think the top of the scale is 165.
Oh, shit, chat. I don't know. Wayne's pretty smart. He sounds like a very smart individual. I think it's rubbing off on me, chat. I can feel my IQ growing. Are you getting smarter too, chat? A little bit of Wayne juice rubbing off on you? Oh, I'm getting fueled by some Wayne. Oh my God, I think I understand algebra now. Oh, God, I understand algebra.
I'm Pickle Rick! I turned myself into a pickle! Oh, I'm a pickle! I'm Pickle Rick!
Oh, my God, I'm so smart now. Oh, shit. I think I just earned a doctorate. I earned a doctorate, Wayne, with your 175,000 IQ. Oh, my God. Chat, everybody's chat's getting smarter. We're all getting smarter. Oh, no, Wayne, what have you done? If they get smarter, they won't donate super chats. Wayne, you fucked me. Oh, hoisted by my own petard. What have I done, Wayne? I'm smart enough now to understand how catastrophic that is. Oh, shit. So now I think you have a better understanding. I think you have a better understanding of what's going on with Wayne. What's going on with Wayne? What's the story there? It's very enlightening. It's a very traumatic experience. This is something that's fucked him up for 7 years. He lives in the desert now because some teenager told him to suck a dick. This dude lives in a desert because a teenager said, suck my dick. What kind of power does that Batman tattoo having redhead possess? This demon child that works at Safeway out in the valley of California. May God let us never cross his path. I don't know who it is. So Wayne did his live stream, accusing me of being Morton Sheckelstein and lying about him and being a bully jerk. A bully jerk, a Dick Nickel bully jerk that just anonymously makes money. Speaking of that, let me read a few more super chats just to really hit it home. Gotta find those moments. Duck and weave. Tux loves you. Saturday is going to be hype. Polyfrog64 a few days ago. The Russians flew nuclear armed planes over Europe. Swedish were pretty butthurt about it. Future looks very bright, Jim. Hippie Jesus. Jim, do me a favor and say, Raz, where am I sending the goddamn pizza? From D below. Hail King Flock. Love you, Jim. Anderson Paladin, without E3, I can be racist again. From Conrad Sutherland, not able to watch live, but hope I can match. Has been a good month for the Chuds. Read a couple more here. Ethereal, no more Spoonie ringing at E3. Yep, that's gone. That's done. From Mr. Enterin, or Mr. Eternus, Metokurs is going to beat cancer better than Will Smith beat Chris Rock. Can't wait to see it. What's to come. Put this money towards the anime cave. And finally, from ZT Maz, hey, Jim, unable to catch the stream tonight, but I finally got a hat and made Mersh's list. Also hope you saw H3H3 lose it on Frank Hassel. Well, I did not. I did not see that. Now, I know, I've introduced you to Wayne, chat. We've gone over some kooky stuff. And believe me, in the stream, he actually says there's a snake in my boot. I was like, is he memeing me with Toy Story shit? But no, he's being serious. He lives in a desert shed. He's really got snakes in his boots. He's talking about anti-gravity. Oh my God. It's like Francis Declan. Or I don't want to. Well, I'll get into it. So his stream was very entertaining. Now, if anybody clips this and sends it to Wayne, clip this part. Wayne, I know you freak out and you overreact. Okay, but we've moved past you wanting to murder me, and now we're getting into the bulk of it. We went through, the Safeway story. We all understand the dick sucking bag thing it really fucked you up. But I want to show you, this is what I saw as I watched his stream. Once I got past him apologizing to the police and all the other stuff. Really hit me in the feels, chat. So I'd like you to just to watch this, and it's a little depressing. It's a little depressing, but might have a happy ending. So take a look.
I'm just not sure what I'm going to do to get my life on track. I'm very much...
That sound, by the way, in the background, that's his metal shed. He really, honestly, God, lives in a metal shed in the desert, and it makes that noise 24 hours a day.
I'm just not sure what I'm going to do to get my life on track. I'm very much considering living in a homeless shelter locally, and maybe these people can help me find a job. If I can't, I'm going to try to find a job first. But if I can't, I might end up doing that because it's just too hot out here and summer's coming and I'm running low on money. I'm going to sell my motorcycle. That's worth a few thousand. There's one for sale recently for $4,500. It's street legal. So maybe I can get some money and buy myself a little bit more time.
It was right around this part that I started to feel I don't know, in the cackles of my black heart and the cackles of Morton Sheckelstein's black Goldberg named heart, I started to feel bad for Wayne. He's clearly insane, Wayne. And, again, if you clip it, I really do think you're a little nutty. But once you hear his backstory, it's a little fucking sad. So there he is out in the desert in a metal shed by himself with no money, having to sell the last of his possessions to buy food. He's going to have to walk through the desert to go to the Safeway store because he can't go to the one near him.
All these people harassing me, they've hijacked my brain, and they accelerated me ruining my own life, And I am so lonely out here all alone, and
fucking hell, come on. That's I am so lonely out here all by myself, all alone. Jesus fucking Christ.
And I am so lonely out here all alone, and I grew up in a lot of kids used to fuck with me when I was in grade school, and so just before they would start punching me, they would be calling me names like a faggot and a homo. And the next thing that would happen is they would start punching on me. So like when Alex at Safeway told me to suck a bag of dicks, I was like, oh no, he's going to start beating me up for some reason I can't figure out.
So he was so traumatized by childhood beatings that when Alex whispered into his ear, suck a bag of dicks, he had like a Vietnam flashback in the middle of the Safeway store. And it sent him into a death spiral that's lasted 7 years. And now he lives in the desert in a metal shack alone, penniless. And it just gets worse from there.
I don't want to die. I got a lot to offer the world. And I think everybody's going to be impressed when you see the gravity control working from Wayne Lambright's fingers. It is sitting right up there. That round thing right here, that's the prototype. All I have to do is connect my Tesla coil. The fucker should be flying. See that wood? 24 inches high. Or that should keep the snakes out. I need to have the doors open or else it'll get super hot in here.
So his choice, because he's got to protect his anti-gravity Tesla coil. So in his desert shack shed that's made purely of metal under the 150-degree heat sun, to fight snakes off, he has to have giant wood sticks, but he can't shut the doors or he'll cook like it's an oven. So every night, Wayne Lambright, armed with a wooden stick in his desert metal shed, has to fight snakes off, or they'll hide in his boots and bite him. That's his every day.
I want to spend more time with my mother. My mother's dying of stage 4 cancer. Well, her numbers are down, the cancer, so she might pull through, but she's lost her kidneys and she does dialysis 3 days a week now. Fuck, that rips my heart out to know my mother is just super suffering like this. Fucking getting old is terrible. And when your family dies, it's just like, all we can do is celebrate the good times and try to take what they taught us and share it with others.
So it's around this point that I'm getting fairly fucked up watching this. Now I enjoy my laughs at Wayne's Safeway stories and his sucking bakes dicks and him thinking that I'm Morton Gold Sheckelsteinberg. That's all very funny to me. And Wayne pissing in buckets and doing other silly things, that's all very funny to me. But as this stream goes on, and remember, he's been swatted now 5 times. He lives in the desert alone. You heard it himself. His mother's dying. He has no money. He's all alone. He feels hopeless. It just, it's brutal. This is fucking brutal to listen to.
Jim, if you want to try to help me, we could do an interview and, water under the bridge, and you're going to make what, $5,000 or $10,000 for your interview.
Probably a little on the high end there, Wayne. I don't think I've ever come close to making $5,000 or $10,000 on an interview stream.
Maybe you can share some of that money with me. And it would be a good story that two guys who were disagreeing on something have shaken hands and made up. I mean, we're not there in person to shake hands, but you know what I mean.
So there I am. This is like a 2.5 hour stream he did. He was excited to have 30 people watching him because he's that lonely in his metal desert shed. He's destitute. He's got family members with health problems. He's getting fucked with daily. This is as low as you can go, right? This is bottom of the barrel. And I'm not a monster. I mean, I am, but I've got my limits on how much of a monster I am. So I propose something to Wayne, which is this.
Fuck it, I'll do a stream with you, Wayne, to help you get on your feet. Oh, that's so thank you. I'll even turn off super chats, and you can set up a PayPal link in the audience wants to donate to you. It'll be next month, the second or third weekend in April. Yes, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. Thank you. That's a blessing. Thank you, Jim. That means a lot to me.
So, I feel bad for Wayne Lambright. I still find all your goofy shit funny, Wayne. And when we talk, I'm going to talk about Safeway, Wayne. Because it's so fascinating to me. But I can't, the man is so far down. The man is so far down. With no rope to, reel him out of the hole, so to speak. How do you climb out of that? So he's like, well, his initial proposal is, Jim, let me on your stream and just give me a couple of your super chats. So my counter offer is this. And this is up to the audience. They can do whatever they want. So this upcoming, I was going to do second or third weekend in April. I'll probably do, let's say the 17th. Is that April? Yeah, April 17th, 16th. So the third weekend, 16th to the 17th. I'll nail it down with Wayne. I will do a stream with Wayne on my channel. Super chats, merchandise, all that shit's turned off. And I'll let Wayne put up his PayPal or his Cash App or whatever it is. And I'm just going to talk with him. And if you want to donate money to him to ask him questions, or you feel bad for him, or you want to help him out, feel free to. If you don't want to, if you just want to laugh at a guy talking about getting traumatized over being told to suck a bag of dicks, that's fine too. But I genuinely feel bad for Wayne. After watching that stream, it tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. And so I don't think it's that much of an ask. It is a little weird. I'm not used to having people threaten to fucking murder me, making me feel bad for them.
It took you 6 years to have the courage to come after me, thinking that you would not be murdered. I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to find out where the fuck you are.
But nonetheless, I'll let it be water under the bridge. So coming up next month, 16th to the 17th, will be the Wayne Lambright stream, featuring Wayne Lambright. We'll go over Safeway. We'll talk about his anti-gravity technology, his presidential campaign, his time at Toastmasters, his time running his own companies, and all the other goofy shit you might want to talk to Wayne about. And there's some wild fucking stuff. All right, he's talking about there's so much weird shit, I can't even get into it. I don't want to spoil it. So 16th to the 17th of April, Wayne will be on the channel, and then I'll put all his info up in the description, and he can harvest all the super berries, and maybe it helps him out a little bit, and he can get on his feet. I have no idea. He is clearly a little bit crazy. You mix in a little bit of alcohol with that, it's a terrible combination. But maybe he pulls himself around, maybe doesn't. I make no guarantees, nor do I make any demands. But that will be set up for next month. So there you go, Wayne. That's our Wayne Lambright segment. I was very happy to find Suck a Bag of Dicks. I thought it was off the internet for good. Even if it's not the original, I was very happy we could get the full story. It's like calling a white man the N-word. Everything about it is fantastic. So hopefully that'll be uplifting. In between me being a cunt on the end of each month, I'll squeeze Wayne in the middle there, and we'll see what happens. Who knows what happens? Oh, I lost connection there for a second. I think the FBI might have found out that I was Morton Shecklestorm, whoever the fuck that was. Oh, Mr. Morton Shecklestorm. In fact, that's the interview name I'm going to use with Wayne when he comes on. That's the only name I'm going to use. He's going to have to refer, not even Jim. I won't respond to that, Wayne. You have to address me as Morton Shecklestorm, Wayne, when we have our little discussion. Let me shut those down. There we go. Now, aside from that, originally for this month, I was going to go over something. Again, I'm compiling it for next month. I will give you a little bit of a brief synopsis on what it's going to be. There's a YouTuber by the name of Acer Thorn, who's apparently a very interesting individual. And I'm going to have to use my words carefully because I'm going to get fucked so hard next month when I go over this in depth. So let's wait until next month for that to happen. But Acer Thorn has been filing DMCA claims against everybody making videos on him, and then escalating it past that to private lawsuits that he does pro se. Turns out he has a history of doing pro se lawsuits, after some very extreme shit. There are videos out there of him. What was it called? Unintended live stream, where he accidentally turned his webcam on, where he was half naked in his basement dungeon, filled with cockroaches, eating hot dogs and gobbling like a turkey for 4 hours. And that's not an exaggeration. That's a video that Acer Thorn does not want on the internet. I think it was AlphaSyn or somebody like that. He's got about 100,000 subs. Did a kind of a story on Acer Thorn going after small content creators, both with DMCA's and lawsuits. And Acer Thorn is now going to sue him for doing that, and all the other YouTubers that were mentioned in the video. So I guarantee you, it's going to be a fucking shitstorm next month at the end of the month when we do the April recap, because there's going to be probably an hour-long or more segment on Acer Thorn and what he's doing. Also, I saw somebody sent me something. I don't know how true this is. Give me 1 second to look this up. And then if it's true, I'll go over it a little bit here on the stream. But I've got to pull up somebody's Twitter account. Gotta pull up that Twitter account and find out if what they're saying is true. So 1 moment, everybody. Oh my God, it is true. Okay. All right, well, let me just screen cap that. I'll throw it up in OBS, and we can all take a look. Ooh, I hope you're excited, chat. What could it possibly be? Could it be another in real life fight by fucking stupid people on the internet? Maybe. Maybe it's something else. Hold on, almost got it. Oh, this is part of another thing that I didn't have time to prep for. Add this on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Close that out. Okay, chat. Pulling it up as we speak. Real-time work. Oh my God, Grandpa, come on. Learn to work the computer faster. All right. Are we all seeing that, chat? Is that coming through? Let me just center that a little bit. From Ethan Ralph at the Ralph Retort. I see Ricada and the Blaze pole smokers are still lying. Laugh my ass off. Scheiser talks about me being a coward. Untrue. To show you, bring your ass to the Killstream Kingpin Invitational. Unless you're scared, that is. And that is from very early this morning at 3:42 a.m. At least my time, but should be similar for Ralph. He's not that far off time zone wise. So I don't. Is this Ralph inviting Ricada to a fist fight? Is this a fist fight between Internet Lawyer and the Rage Pig? What's going on here? I guess I have to give you background. Everybody else has covered this. I'm kind of waiting to see what the fallout is, but I'll give you a little summary of the last week of what's been going on. On the Kino Casino, Alice, who's an IP2 streamer, showed up and had a conversation with Andy Warski and PPP, where she made some allegations that Ralph, I don't know if you'd say sexually assaulted her, molested her. I don't know how you describe it. But those allegations were thrown out there. At the same time this is going on, Ralph is invited to go onto a podcast show that Nick Rekieta had previously been on. And he had this to coincide with his time down in like Dallas or Houston. Where the fuck is it? Kingpin Invitational? Wait, I don't think he says the city. Wherever it is, somewhere in Texas. Ralph decides not to go on to this thing. The next day, Nick Rekieta and Jeremy from The Quartering are doing a live stream, and Jeremy lets it slip that if Ralph had gone on this show, Nick Rekieta was going to be invited on to basically have a confrontation with him. And then Ralph's like, well, I don't trust these motherfuckers and all of this. Now, it's been thrown out that Ralph decided to decline going on the show, not because he didn't want to go on it, and not because The Quartering let it slip, because he did so afterwards, after Ralph had canceled, but because Ralph was worried that there might be super chat questions, like what happened with Jack Murphy, where they might ask about all sorts of things, and one of those might include the recent allegations that Alice is making. But now it looks like, I guess Rekieta kept talking about this on live stream, or somebody did. Because it looks like Ralph is challenging him. Is this a fight? I don't know. Shyster talks about me being a coward. Untrue. To show you, bring your ass to the Killstream Kingpin Invitational. That's scheduled for the 2nd. So in 2 days' time. And I believe Rekieta was scheduled to go on this podcast on the 1st. So they're both in the same state. Are we going to get an internet fight? Is this going to be like Andy Worski and Tonkasaw 2.0? I don't know, chat. Well, I do say allegations because I don't know. I don't know. Like Alice, she apparently is going to drop some DMs this Friday on tomorrow night, I guess, on the casino that supposedly show a lot of shit. I don't know where this is going to go, chat. It could get really dark, or she could be full of shit. I don't know. You'll have to tune into the casino to find out, apparently. But regardless of what happens with that, we might actually get a fight between Ralph and Rekieta. Will Rekieta take this up? I don't know if he's responded to it yet through tweets or through live streams. I don't know. Somebody just said, hey, take a look at this. So there you go. What a way to end the month out. A potential fight between YouTubers. Bloodsports 2.0. I don't know if I'd go that far. Somebody saying Donga Ralph. Another person saying she is full of shit. I don't know. Again, some people are saying, who is Alice? They want to know who she is. Let me pull a picture up to give you guys an idea. Sorry. Again, it's an IP2 streamer. Let's see. Let me grab a good picture of her. Here we go. This is this is Alice. This is the girl. This would be Alice, everybody. Chat, say hello to Alice. There's a bit of a delay. I have to wait a few seconds for you to really take in the picture. IP2 is a offshoot of IP, which was Ice Poseidon, for those in chat asking. But there's Alice. That's the girl. That's the girl. That's the girl. That's not Photoshop. That's a real fucking picture, chat. Was Alice the one stealing the purse in Portugal? Was she masked up and Ralph didn't recognize her and just popped her off in the mouth? I don't know. But that's Alice. She'll be on to drop DMs, I guess, tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. Everybody's very chat. You find that very attractive? A lot of would hit that. Yeah, I see ya. I don't try to pretend. I see what you're saying, chat. Cutie pie, really, chat? You liking that? Is that high on the list? Yeah, that's Alice. I like the beating she took was so severe. It's like the whole left side of her fucking head it's a giant goiter. It's a giant cyst. It's gonna just blow up one of these days. It's like some Frankenstein shit. Oh, it's great. High tier genetics, somebody in chat said. A ghoul from Fallout. It's all very... Oh God, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry I don't have the clip. But you have to take my word for it. Alice, because she's associated, she knows so many different streamers. She was at the Baked Alaska live streaming house, Yoba. And she told a story where Baked Alaska is naked with his legs in the air, masturbating in the bedroom, as she's naked in the corner crying, eating noodles. And I don't know, maybe some of you out there in the audience are artists. I need this to be painted. Like, I need this picture. I need a picture of this girl eating noodles, crying in the corner naked, while Baked Alaska is lying on his back with his legs split in the air, jacking off butt naked on a bed. This has to be fucking illustrated, and I need to put it in a frame, and I need to hang it on my wall. So every time somebody comes over, I have a nice, interesting story to tell at dinner. What the fuck's going on there? What happened to her face? Who's that fat man pulling his cock on the bed? So if you're an artist and you can draw that for me, there's reference material for who she is. You can look up Baked Alaska. Just look for the fattest guy in the group, and then draw that picture for me, and we're good, man. Art contest returns. Yeah, just send it over to Mr. Quarantine Coof on Twitter. I'll tell you what, fancy artists out there, if you could draw this, how would we ever show this on YouTube? Oh, maybe I'll save that for Twitch. Should we do that as an art contest on Twitch? How many pictures of Baked Alaska beating his dick do you think we can show on Twitch before they ban us? Chat. We could do that as the art contest for the end of the month next month. See how long we can do it before the mods just fucking strike the channel down. How many Yoba balls are you allowed to show on Twitch before it's done? Everybody seems psyched for it? Yes, let's do it. Next month, we'll have Acer Thorn content. We'll have all of that. And we'll do a mini art contest, and we'll find a winner. We'll host it. I'll do it like simulcast or something on Twitch, where we'll show. And the picture, again, has to include these two elements. You can do anything else outside of that. It has to have Alice in the corner, naked, crying, eating noodles. And it has to have Baked Alaska lying on his back with his legs splayed in the air, masturbating. Anything outside of that is fair game, but those two elements have to be in the pictures. And if you're the winner, I don't know. I'll send you something on Steam. We'll come up with a fun little gift for the winner of that contest. Yeah, when she went on that stream, she had stuff on everybody. How true all of it is, I have no idea. Oh my god! And if Ralph and Ricada end up having a fist fight in Texas somewhere at a bowling alley, how awesome would that be? I mean, that's the start of the month, but we'll be talking about that at the recap for April. So 16th to the 17th, Wayne Lambright will be on. I'll advertise that when that's coming up. End of the month, we'll be covering Acer Thorn and a couple other things, as well as the art contest with Yoba Balls on Twitch. Maybe, I've been thinking too about maybe covering, this isn't really like recent news, Year of the Chud stuff, but maybe going over the story of Dylan Thomas, or as I like to call it, the man who has to suck dick to eat bird seed. Might be a cautionary tale for up and coming YouTubers. Might be something you might be interested in. I don't know yet. I haven't really nailed that down 100%, but I find it a fascinating story of somebody's career imploding after making terrible decisions. So we'll see. But that's the stuff to look forward to in April. Now, I have super chats. We've done our couple hours to close it out here. Let me just change this in case anybody comes in and they don't want to stick around for super chats. So they know where it breaks off. Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm such a genius. I did that so quickly. Super chat time. There we go. For everybody else that came out, I hope you have a fantastic April. First 3 months of the year have been very entertaining. A lot of chud energy in the air. Keep it powering through. It's that positive mental attitude that destroyed E3 for us. So things are going the right way. Got the Lambright stream coming up, and got the end of month recap for April coming up next month. For now, though, we'll jump into super chats. Everybody else, thank you for coming out. Have a good up and coming month, and yeah, let's get into it. See what other crazy shit we stumble across. Let me make sure I'm getting caught up here. From Green Anonymous, Jim, me boy, been listening to your shit forever. Losing my career in the Navy because I smoked a little pot with the wife. Be glad to hear Hunter gets off for free. Stay strong, man. Don't you love how that works? From Creeper Weirdo, howdy, Jim. You are warned people about being Rama Rama, and it was great. Tell me where to buy your hats. Oh, well, shit. Since you're asking, you can buy those at the merch store with the link in the description or what you're seeing on screen. Remember, buy multiple hats. Many, many hats. From Black11245, no message, actually. It's me, the Lightbringer. Ghost of Gev showing up, shooting down planes with magic as soon as Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2 is announced. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, not only that, but Classroom of the Elite's getting 2 more seasons, which is actually really amazing because I thought that show was dead in the water. I can't believe they're doing it. If they're going to do sequels to Classroom of the Elite, they might actually do like a follow-up to Grimgar, which would be great. Polyfrog64, I got banned by Mersh after I said, I sent you a super chat. I made the list, Jim. Welcome to the list, my friend. Brian and Sarah, I named my chimp Jammer Justice. Every time he hears a firecracker, he breaks out of the house to twerk in the road. Don't you love it when they do that? Captain Awesome's World, I could give some money to Mersh, but it's way funnier to give it to you out of spite. That's what I like to hear. From Arcade Outpost, hi Jim, F for E3 and NJP for NationalJusticeParty.com. From Autism Forums, a man just flew over my house touching himself with legs up in the air, Jim. What do I do now? I think that might have been Baked Alaska. You should snap a picture. From Obro, the Epic, time to enjoy the next CHUD Roundup. CB96, Sup, Farmer Jim. I'll miss the cringe from E3. That's about it. I think that's what everybody else would probably miss, if anything. From Kenny Williams, Jim, how do you feel about people complaining or comparing Ukraine to George Floyd? We actually covered that last month, where they said that Ukraine was the country version of George Floyd. It's very deep. From Jack Sexton, Jim, the way you say Belarus is so painfully cringy. If you need help pronouncing Slav countries, look at a material by Isaac Kaz. You can look into Jada Gotham as for more help. I pronounce everything wrong. I thought we established this when I say hyperbole as hyperbole. From Indigenous, did they cancel E3 so Microsoft would not dab on Sony again? That is a fucking potential. From Blue Satoshi, E3's not dead. It was all moved to the Gamer Awards. From Carnizzle, sorry. You can't make jokes about Jada Smith, but you can sleep with her. That's Will Smith's idea, yeah. From Gilbert Tam, thank you, Jim, for the laughs over the years. Always enjoyed your brand of humor and dry wit. Wishing you the best in beating those health issues. I'm going back to rewatch my Dress Up Darling now. From Tall Skinny Geek, of course it was a soft slap. You wouldn't want to hit a rock hard. Now, if Will had said something like that, that might have been clever. Instead, he was too busy crying and puking on his wife. From Kekatostrophe, Will is the kind of person to go to a dolphin show and sit in the splash zone, then proceed to get mad at the dolphin for getting his wife wet. But then again, knowing her entanglements, she'd probably like it. From John Marcus, Grapton John, listening again at NC. Thanks, man. From Duncan Ashley, proofread for the Shadow House Scanlation here. Just wanted to say I'm glad you're enjoying the series and I hope you keep reading. Yep, I really like it. From Rom Bostein, maybe they did that Clockwork Orange shit to Will Smith. Do you think they mind fucked him? Is that what's going on? Is he getting his head screwed with? I mean, that's a potential. From Spindaboy, any chance we'll ever get more IGN sped dating? That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen to this day. I mean, there was really only the one series. They didn't really do any follow-ups to it. If you can find me more sped dating, I'll watch more on stream. From Hyperion9997, I think maybe Jada is not so fresh down there and Will doesn't want to admit it. It's a possibility. From Cayman Common, Jada Plinkett Smith never got over Tupac. That's another one too. From Pyro Bobby, have a pack of smokes on me, Jim. From Caustic Man, Jim, I pray for your health. Things may get rough and we need you to make us laugh while we try to survive and be self-sufficient against global homo. From Bromedy Blank, Will Smith, Jack Murphy collaboration when? Mr. Bungus, A Pursuit of Slappiness. From John, August Chudsina, Jacket786, did you see the latest Kino Casino baked streamed in public while with shit on his back of his shirt? No, I did not see that. Oh God, should we like append the art contest? Well, no, because some people already dipped, so it wouldn't be fair. But I guess if you could work him being covered in shit while he's on the bed with his legs in the air jacking off, you'd get extra points for the effort for the art contest. From John Carlo Reyes, here's some shekels for you, Chudster. Shout out to Warskin PPP for chronicling the downfall of Nick Fuentes and American First. From Walter Deadman, do you think Chris Rock might have been in Jada a few times? That's also very possible. Mr. Bacon, Rock really got slapped over a G.I. Jane joke. Imagine if you had made a Will getting cucked joke. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know how Will would have reacted to that. Because again, if you watch the clip originally, Smith didn't get mad at first. He actually laughed about it. He only got pissed off once his wife started getting mad. So maybe she wouldn't be mad that she's fucking other people? I don't know. From Brappy Hour, the gang is in the loose. Nothing you can do. Mr. Jones, currently sick with Corona Chance, sitting on my face, seeing you stream during this time brightens the day. Thanks, Jim. Hopefully you feel better. From Polyfrog64, I think Will Smith was abused. No normal person reacts to sex like that unless they were abused as a kid. It's the only thing that makes sense. From Kashi Draws, he is not getting jiggy with it. From _1338, according to one of Augie's groupies, he is hung like a Febreze bottle, LOL. No, wait. Oh, Will Smith. What life you were living. I love Annihilators. To be honest, the situation with Will isn't even funny anymore. It's just depressing. He clearly has problems and needs to leave that. From Chud of the Year, Metokurs, how dare you? It cost $70 in Australia for a hat. I could only buy 8. I also made the list of merch. I'm done. F for this Chud bud. Now, I know that Porcelain's still working on the documentary. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to come out. But I think it's been mind-fucking merch for like a month and a half by now, because he seems to have taken his chat down off screen that he usually had up. I'm very much looking forward to this documentary. We're all going to make the list when we watch it. From Zach, I guess you can say Will Smith has a hair trigger. The Apprentice 225, the mental image of hearing, "Are you close, boo-hoo, yak?" coming from the Smith family bedroom is utterly haunting. I'm not sleeping tonight. You mean you're not turned on, The Apprentice, by the idea of Will Smith vomiting in your face as he cries? From Filthy Gaijin, Alec Baldwin and Will Smith buddy cop movie went. Probably never. Alec would probably accidentally, finger quotes, shoot him. From DJK367, hi Jim. Would you be open to going on PKA again? The last appearance was great. Yeah, I would be. I had fun with those guys. From Infinite Evil, please stream with Null before the cancer aid gets you. From Arcade Outpost, CRP looks like Krusty the Clown without the makeup on. Very true. From James Kirk, did you see Sargon of Applebee's came at Internet comment etiquette and his dementia-ridden smug chuckles? No, I haven't really been paying attention to Sargon in like years, so I'm not really sure what he's up to be honest. From Bromedy Blake, who is more heteroflexible, CRP with Checkman or Ralph with your farmer muscles? That's a tough one. I'm going to have to go with CRP. I mean, let's look at that CRP video again. I mean, we've heard the Jake Gyllenhaal farmer muscles one, but that CRP horny one, that's something else. Where are we here?
Some Chechen leader, I want to meet this guy. Some Chechen leader also saw the video and thought it was aces. Okay, man. If a Chechen leader thinks that you're cool, I mean, those fuckers, man, they're made of hardwood, right? I mean, dude, those guys are like solid. I mean, I bet when they fuck their women, it's a miracle that those girls survive. You know what I'm saying? All hard all the time, but.
I'm gonna have to go with CRP. I mean, it's that look at his eye. He's got like a glint. It's like a little sparkle when he says "all hard all the time," right? You see that? I mean, you can feel it, right? That energy. I can see him licking his lips. You can notice it in the video. So I'm gonna have to go with CRP on that. From RK Angle, Daddy, can we watch the 2 minutes of LTG talking about piss bottles? I don't actually have that, but I will try to find it for next month's stream, and we can watch about him, low tier god, talk about piss bottles. From Fat Monk, thank you for teaching me to laugh at all the madness loose in the world right now. Live long and prosper, Cancer Man. From Big Reb 601, Coach talking about hardwood longingly is disturbing. Kashi draws all hard all the time. From Russell to Jimmy's, he wants Chechen hardwood. Groovy Waifu, thoughts on Cozy TV? Oh my God, it's interesting you brought up Cozy TV, Groovy. They asked me to do advertisements for them. Where's that ad buy? I think I have the first advertisement Cozy TV asked me to do. Oh, here we are. If you're the lucky owner of an Android phone that hasn't burst into flames like the shithouse product that it is, if I got an offer for you today. It's a brand new dating app for Caucasians only. No darkies allowed. Do it right. Keep it white. And every download of the app today from the App Store will come with over 20 pounds of pussy and ass. Act now. Supplies limited. So, I'm looking forward to that, that business relationship, Groovy Waifu. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I just love the 20 pounds of pussy and ass. That always gets me. From Renzo Verdias, Jimbo, I'll catch up on the rest of the stream this weekend. Here's some shekels. I've got to walk the gentle mile in the wage tomorrow. Best regards, a fellow CHUD bud. Ludwig World Order. Mology 101's Discord channel was taken over by an SJW mod named A-Star, who's banned everyone who posted literally any George Floyd meme and did more to destroy the server out of spite, FYI. Is Mamology aware of this? Is this like a Discord they made and they just dumped it? Or is it something that's still there? I don't know. All hope is lost. CRP's philosophy is the same as most Arab countries. Men for recreation, women for procreation. CRP wants Chechen bulls. From Reisman Zeta, if only our volunteer for Ukraine appeared offline, they would have been saved from an automobile wreck. Real talk. That one guy, what concerns me is that it doesn't matter if it's staged or not. The general public is now engaging in discourse over whether or not it is socially acceptable to assault people over jokes. From Tenvis, the Bitcoin assassins are after CRP clearly weren't top tier if they can't pick out a Hispanic man in Ukraine. Well, that is true. I don't know what he's being hunted by Discord assassins, Bitcoin assassins. I don't know what a Discord assassin would be like. You'd probably see him coming. Well, I can't even go with that joke all the way because I'll get banned off YouTube, but you can imagine it. Bad at karate. Coach is now realizing you punched down. His dad must have bullied him, R-worded. New membership from All Hope is Lost. Thank you. From Radio Ruin. Why do even old men think of you as their father? It's fucking weird, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. The Daddy Jim thing is a joke, right? Just like Sweetie Squad is a joke. I don't know why there's so many men on the internet that have this father figure shit going on with me, or why so many of them are older than I am. But it's fucking bizarre, Radio Rowan. I don't know. It's why they think I'm like their daddy that beat them. I don't know. Das Pooch. CRP whining about punching down is just beautiful. The guy's de-evolution over the years is a kind of funny you can sit. You just can't write. What a chode. Mario Carter 13. CRP punches up. Back on the bed. Man on top of him. Polyfrog 64. I tagged you on Twitter. I made CRP a bit upset when I called him Coach Pinebox Pill. If CRP keeps us up, he's going to become Coach Pinebox. The Russians haven't taken Ukraine yet. Rip CRP. From Decaf Greek. Another new member. Thank you. Critographer. I enjoyed your content a whole lot and only got to your Patreon after you were gone. Thanks for all the videos and streams. You are my gateway to DSP. Oh, well, I'm glad you liked it. From Bling Blong Dinga, Daddy Jim is literally Daddy Jim for Coach. Oh shit, the thing just jumped on me again. Okay, let me work my way here. I'm sorry, chat, but YouTube is the most broken shit that exists on the internet. Okay, there was a proofreader one. Hold on. I'm catching back up to where I was. There's all the cock jokes and all. Yeah, I'm almost getting there. Okay, Critographer. I've always enjoyed your content a whole lot and only got. Okay, no, I remember that one. Daddy Jim ones. Prime Domain. Take my shekels before it gets devalued like the ruble. From Young Architect. My gaydar goes apeshit whenever I see Coach. I don't know if he's a homosexual, but in between that and the boots, he's definitely gay. From King N64 1994. Hey Jim, did you watch Zelensky and Heels dance video and the famous carpet ass dance? Why, yes, I have seen the WebM is always getting posted on KN polls, so yes, I've seen it before. From The Cancer Man, Jim, Miss Internet Insanity, place make one on Gunty Boy. Alex Ambrose, GME to the moon. From Evil Bunny, Bunny Buddy donating so you can buy cigs or whatever. We'll try to do this every stream. From Jord344, we got a Z. From Stupid Monkey 0, Coach is a conehead. From Sir Adalich, hey Jim, seen R34 between you and Sargon? Peak art. I can say that I don't think I have seen it, but we did do an art contest with Sargon and V where they were voring each other. I've seen that. From Dirk Robin, hey Jim, talked to David Stay the other day and he was hoping for a meetup on one of the live streams. Yeah, I'd go back on David Stay's live streams. I don't know where he's streaming right now though. Is he on DLive or is he on YouTube? Because I know YouTube was fucking with him for a while there, but I've only like every once in a while I'll check in, but it seems like he's always getting like he's either getting banned there or he's moving to like a different platform. From Seethe, Jim, please shout out Trans Visibility Day. Oh my God, chat, it's Trans Visibility Day. We should discuss this. We need to celebrate Trans Visibility Day. How transparent is Trans Visibility Day? What percentage would you say is visible on Trans Visibility Day, chat? Do you have a percent in mind? Right? That's what we're talking about, Transparent Visibility Day. That's what the trans stands for. What percentage is trans visible right now, chat? Oh, there we go. Okay. Apparently, there are a lot of question marks as other people's immediately pick up on what I'm putting down. Okay, there's your shout out. From Josh Hilton, Joe Biden met with his cabinet today. He also talked to the chair and argued with the desk. But I'm bump. Via live stream, Pipkin Pippa canceled her stream for Jim. Pippa is a chud confirmed. From Caustic Man, this conflict is like meeting distant relatives for the first time. They're immediately murdering each other at dinner. From Elaine Hamilton, would you or can you go back on PKA? Somebody asked that earlier. Yeah, I would. John Olmick, no message though. From Mish, read Girls Last Tour, thanks. From Nuker145, today is my brother's birthday. Please wish, John, happy birthday from your brother, Nuker145. From Uncle Hall, hey Jim. How you found a place to sell the Bully of the Week sweatshirts yet? No, I have not. I've been desperately searching, trying to figure this stupid merchandise shit out. And I don't want to do drop shipping. I will figure it out. Eventually we'll get the Bully of the Week sweatshirts. Somehow, some way. I will figure a way to do it. I thought I had something set up and it looks like maybe not. So, still working on it. Sebastian Anon, hey Jim. Winter has got to move on already. Why is it still snowing? Stupid snow. Anyway, you need to work with It's a Gundam for a Gunpla stream. If you saw how terrible my Gunpla builds are, I don't think I'd have to walk away from a stream in shame from other people talking about Gunpla. I've done terrible things that you're not supposed to do with Gunpla. And I just say it's battle damage and I try to act like it's intentional. But anybody with half a brain's like, no, man, you're just fucking stupid, is really what's going on here. From S4S Coon, did you hear that the Russian finally retreated from Chernobyl after the conscripts made trenches in the Red Forest? And now everyone they sent there has acute radiation poisoning. Oh, that can't be true. They're digging. That can't be true, can it? I have to look that up. From Ethan Alfasi. You hear about Acer Thorne, made profoundly autistic game reviews and recently stabbed his father in the face for violating a verbal contract regarding his internet bill. Well, Ethan, we're actually going to talk about him next month. But yes, I have heard of that. From Autism Forums, Jim, Wings got wind of my super hat and he's mad he stated he wants age of consent to be 6 actually. Sorry, Wings, I got confused, buddy. From Aaron Vice, Jim, you know my super chat format. You can please tell me what James Drake from Union Bridge is. Also, if you die of cancer, you'll just respawn at the last grace you visited. That's good to know. I'll pop back up. Jake from State, new member. Dahlia Sponge. Hey, Jim, I've been watching you a lot of your old videos, and I noticed you would pronounce hyperbole wrong. Love you, Daddy Jim. I know it's hyperbole, but I do say it is hyperbole. I think in my mind, it works better. That's my reality. That's what I'm going. Don't deny my lived truth. From the Roasted 8754, I wished you would get cancer back in 2014. Didn't think it would actually work. Well, you got the power, my friend. Now, is your name actually Alex, and do you work at Safeway? because you've also destroyed another man you might not have intended to destroy, who's gone into a spiral because of it. From S4S Coon, also they retreated from Hostamel. They spent the first 3 days and hundreds of VDV lives on trying to take. Laugh my ass off. I'm looking forward to cope to justify this one. From X Epic X Yoshi X, Papa Jim keeps touching me on my no-no zone. From Vessel of Amala, Ara, K Vibes. Can I get a happy birthday for the most base boomer on the internet? Love you, Jim. Awoo. Well, happy birthday, K Vibes. Blue Satoshi resubbing. Bionicle community is paused as fuck. 3D printing Discord got nuked because I dared complain about Troons. What is going on with the Bionicle community? It's the modding. Is everything related to Bionicle going retarded? Bionicle's it's like those are the little Lego Transformers, right? Am I thinking of the right chat? What the fuck is a Bionicle? Let me look this up. I'm pretty sure I know what the fuck it is. Bionicle. Am I right? Is Bionicle owned by Lego? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a Lego Transformers. All right, I got it right. That's Lego Transformers, good enough description. I think it works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bionicle. Is there some kind of weird fucking thrust in the community to ruin everything? It's weird. Aaron Weiss, James Drake from Union Bridge likes adult human males, and we, like you, Jim, get well or be left in obscurity maidenless. From Bong Shui, have you seen the Kevin Wesley 9/11 video? Former Boeing pilot released the best 9/11 footage from the best angle ever. He glows hard. Yeah, there was a new video uploaded. Was it like a week or two ago? Yeah, I have seen it. The Real Teal, ever looking to only use me Blade? He's an old COD streamer who gets wasted on Jaeger for content, got diabetes, and has holes in his legs and teeth. We've covered Blade before in previous streams. And didn't he just propose to his girlfriend, who's not even on the RV with him? He just proposed like last night to his girlfriend over the phone with a Mickey Mouse statue. So I don't know what's going on with that. Droleo 420, Daddy Jim, wish Crystal a happy birthday. Also, goddamn quarter pounder ruining another great op. Well, happy birthday, Crystal. Hash Brown, a new member. Welcome. Confuzzled Tomato, can't watch it right now because I'm at work, but it's really good to see you back. Hopefully you survive the cancer AIDS. Hopefully. Sweetie Squad, what's your thoughts on Will Cuck Slap Jim? Well, we actually went over it at the start of the show. If you back it up, we got like a good 10 minutes on Will gingerly slapping another man who laughed at him afterwards. From Ron Moore, hey Jim, been watching your content since GG. Thanks for the years of content. Here's some scratch towards your recovery. You better recover, nerd. GG. From Chris, David Stay will be streaming. Give him some attention. From New Guardian, I'm missing my supervised visit with my daddy Jim because of being a wagey. I have the mind of a child and I demand grooming. From Medicare, try Alt Hype's based schizo diet. He says super fasting is good for the cancer. You know, I've seen a lot of people have given advice on what to do with the cancer. I always default to Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was very rich. Steve Jobs could have got any kind of medical care he wanted for his cancer. Now, granted, it's a different type, but you get the point. Steve Jobs died from drinking grass milk and doing all this other goofy free energy shit. And do you know what Steve Jobs said at the end of his life before he finally died? After doing all the new age hippie shit to try to cure his cancer? I wish I would have got fucking radiation. I wish I would have listened to the real doctors, is what Steve Jobs said as he died from his cancer. So I think maybe the fasting, there's a component of that. I'm not trying to shit on him. Maybe he's got a point to that, but yeah, I'm not going to be rubbing crystals on my nipples and slathering my taint with barbecue sauce, drinking river water, whatever else shit people come up with. Did he drink? Somebody in chat, Hyperbowler, he ate a bunch of fruit, which was probably the worst thing he could have done. I'm not 100% sure what he did, but I know it's funny because he was really pissed off at the end. He's at himself, I guess, for not just doing the simple way or the most straightforward fucking thing. From the Grillcast, hey Jimothy, good to see you streaming more often. Wanted to ask if you'd consider guesting on our show sometime, the only comedy show dedicated to radical centrism ever, probably. At Grillcast TM on Twitter if interested. Yeah, I've been popping on people's podcasts for the last couple of months. Hit me up on Twitter, and I'll look out for the handle. Grillcast TM. From Nikki, Power Fist. Grim Echoes, here's some shekels for the Cancer Fund. Appreciate your streams you host. Give a shout out to my buddy Hamburger Guesses, who's a fellow Chud bud. Thanks, Daddy Jim. Oh, there you go. Am I saying that right? Hamburger Guesses? I'm probably butchering that. If it's a clever name, I'm going to fuck it up. I can't even pronounce proper English words. You're expecting too much from me. From FLA Profit, you can't find air duster either. Maybe air conditioning refrigerant. From Charles Salmons, Chud Tremission. Oh, I like that one. Maximum Caffeine. We've got a little emoticon trail talking about Rama Rama. From Simon Wilkins. Terribly unfunny. Why don't they hire me as a joke writer? Also, did you see Rama Rama, or at least part of it, get played on You Are Here? No, I did not, but Rama Rama is a fantastic song. Sebastian Anon, may I suggest Adieu to the Lively Graveyard to add to your playlist? It's a Japanese-Irish folk song. Check it out, never heard of it. Stupid Monkey Zero, ever wonder why there are two nozzles at the pump? It's one for each nostril. See, we're learning things today. From Trig, love your streams, keep it up. Also, what's your favorite Elden Ring weapon you've used so far? Cheers from Wisconsin. I have gotten about, how far have I gotten into Elden Ring? I'd say about 18 hours into it. And I am shit at video games. And once I find a good starting weapon, I will level that up and then just keep it. And I'm fairly certain I'm using the flail right now. And I'm fairly certain I'm going to use that the whole playthrough. Because I don't give a fuck. Maybe I should stream myself playing it so you can see how terrible I am. But I have a tendency when I play video games to say very un-PC things, which is why you don't see a gaming channel with me streaming video games. Because it will end in me being banned. I'll be banned quicker than Destiny was when he ran into kerfuffles. From Selrin, bring back Bully of the Week Letterman jackets. Brian and Sarah, CRP equals Juma. From Crim Scrams, Jim, have you seen the Jesse Peterson show episode where he had Destiny and his Swedish girlfriend Melina on? Highly entertaining. I believe I've seen clips from it. I think, did they talk about their open relationship on that show? I'm not 100% certain. Shekel Goblin, hey, Jibosaurus Rex, hope your days are good, and here's some super chats for you. One last thing, though, are you still into Warhammer or not? I like reading the books. I actually have a extensive book collection. Oh, what is God, how many omnibuses do I have? Oh, fuck, I'd have to go dig it out. Yes, well, Warhammer and Warhammer 40k books, yes, I read a lot of. Way too many books. From Young Geezer, hey, Jim, have you watched Attack on Titan yet? I know what the ending is. There's no, I can't. Like, you're asking me, hey, do you want to, invest in this really long-running anime show or read the manga? But I know how it ends, and I know what the creator's thoughts are about it, and I'm like, probably not. I mean, if you like it, that's great. That's fine. If it's your cup of tea, that's awesome. But for me, not so much. From Donald Hellscream, check out Flash star Ezra Miller terrorizing Hawaii. He's assaulting people for singing karaoke and entering couples' bedrooms to threaten to kill them. Actually, no, shit. Was that the, I think I read this story. So it's a couple, a husband and wife, run into, I guess, Ezra Miller, right? And isn't the wife the one that was like, no, honey, let's let him stay at our house and we'll show him around the island. And then, didn't he kick their door in at like midnight and scream, I'm gonna like kill you naked or something? And the police came by? There's some crazy fucking story with, it has to be him. There can't be two celebrities doing that in Hawaii right now. From Jack Ryan, can we get a photo-pilled song to end? I have an archive to send you on Twitter. Slaytanic, no message. Some Figot. How do you think it'll be by November, Jim? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, the year so far has been pretty good. Got to keep that positive energy going. Got to push with that chud butt shit, and I think we're all going to be good. From Waxican, CRP sees you as his abusive father, and Ralph sees you as his dad he never had. I know, all these men are coming forward. It's very weird. Michael in Seattle, not much, but thanks for the laughs. Glad to finally catch you live. Unfortunately, I'm on break, so I've got to go in 5, but it's a blast. Huff lithium, not gas. Kristen Chavez. Not sure how much of a pack of camels goes for nowadays, but I'm sure you'll be able to put this to use. Thanks for the headphone warning, Papa Jim. From Burn, the two reported on kerfuffles are interesting. Sorrel and Dimitri Monroe, both lolicons. See, the story gets deeper. I have a feeling by the end of the next month, there'll be like a very complete story on kerfuffles. From Eamon Animations, PP in the poo-poo, here's to you and Jade in good health. Well, thank you. Walter Deadman, I still think you should change Bully of the Week to Crush the Week. Meaner, but might be better. I'd buy one. Insert your ad here. I think anything that denotes any form of harm giving on Teespring is not allowed. But maybe I'll try to sneak it in. Epic X Yoshi X again. Dr. Yoshi here, Jimbo, for your Ligmades. Have you tried telling it to stop? Do that for a week and you should be fine. Fuck, I never thought of that, but you're probably right. From Xanix, hey Fricker, you missed my super chat last month. Watch Gyaku Burai Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor, and read the manga. Not going to summarize the plot again. Just know it's so good, it's known to cure cancer. From Uncle Hall, Bahaha, I prayed to God that I run into Wayne Lambright at a Toastmaster speech competition one day. Also, Jim, did you find any place to sell the Bully of the Week hoodies in case I run across them? Not yet, but when I do, I'll post an announcement. From Burn, one actively exposes Tran Map groomers. From Black Koi Records, President Toastmaster 2024, I'm down for it. VP Metokurs. From Waxican, Wayne Lambright is baked and bread build. Ghost of Recon Morton, Jim the Moy Shecklestorm. Yeah, I don't know where he's getting the names from. But apparently Wayne is being stalked by a group of rabbis, and he seems to think that I'm every one of them. Maybe this is like a plot by former Toastmasters to like get revenge on Wayne. And they're hunting him down. I'm not 100% certain. Stupid Monkey Zero, thank you for the name of my next Elden Ring character, Morton Shecklestorm. From E1000 Omega, or E100 Omega 123, presidential candidate Toastmaster is going to report Jimmo to the cyber police. Exiled Postman, resubbing Jim and the Nose Bros. From Jord3444, I remember Jonah Goldberg, that guy got him evicted. He was big on Discord. I remember debating the absolute loser, LOL. He would always make everything about himself. So somebody has crossed paths with Jonah. I don't know if you've debated him. You should recognize his voice. I guess Wayne can confirm whether or not I'm Jonah as well as, what was it, Morton Shecklestorm? Ghost of Recon Morton, Jim the Moy Shecklestorm. Yeah, they're loving that. Alex Mortriff. Can you wish my friend James a happy 30th birthday? Make sure to call him a boomer and talk about great benefits of turning 30. James, you big boomer, there are no benefits of turning 30. And Alex thinks you're kind of a dick. Can't believe he said that. It's really weird. He paid to say it, too. Even harsher. From Mr. Bacon, new member, welcome. X-Kilkenny X69 resubbing. Detective Richard, ever watch the Coach Red Pill anime by SLB? I haven't seen it, no. From Bird Angel 15, your ability to induce impotent rage upon your haters is an inspiration to us all. Keep rocking, you beautiful bastard. From Burn, the other went on a date with a lolly pish drinking Mr. Cynical. I feel like you're telling a story, Burn, throughout the super chats, but they're so broken up, they're coming off as like non sequiturs. This is all related to kerfuffles, right? From Mr. Tanglio 885, you're going to cover the Destiny situation with that groomer. We did go over it a bit. From Noble Atlas 88, Jim, on that last interview stream, you mentioned you used to mess with the commentary channels. Are you talking about Repsion, the Archfiend, etc.? I'm talking about. I'd have to look up the names of the commentary channels that we're getting screwed with. I'll try to find some of it and play it on next month's stream for you, Noble Atlas. Maybe like put together a little clip video for the break segment in between the stream. Burn. Susan made me break up super chats because of the P word. Thank her for the smokes. There we go. From Classical Positioning for 100. Jim, anonymity may be dead, but that doesn't mean it can't be revived. If normies had any idea how much info you could scrape up with a private investigator and a Crown T doc server and the damage you could cause, you'd see them screaming for online anonymity overnight. I don't know. I'd actually disagree a bit. I think it's generational at this point. I really do. And this goes beyond like Zoomers, right? What are they calling the next one? Generation Alpha? Whatever. I don't think they care. I don't think they view it as important anymore. I don't think to them anonymity means shit. Probably because they've grown up in an environment where they haven't enjoyed it, so they don't think they're really giving up anything. But to them, it's normal to give out your full name, your address, your phone number to link everything together, to have one almost central ID. That's just, I think, how it is for them now. And with so many, younger kids on video sharing platforms or doing streaming, usually with the face cam, like the idea of just being an anonymous username, yeah, I really do think there's like a generational split. Now, maybe if they see, you're kind of talking about one example, almost a lower level example, but if they saw like a heavy pressure coming from corporations or the government and why anonymity might be important, maybe then. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to get too black pilled here. There's a message from Michael Craig, but it was retracted. JDH87. We all know that Jim is Morty after all. This is Jim's nose talking to us. From Michael, get well soon, Jimbo. From Blood Gian, Jim, is Wayne pulling are you a Kaiser Soze? Or you are a Kai? I don't know. Is this all a mind fuck? Could Wayne be a mastermind? Perhaps. He does have a 1 billion IQ. Zippy, early birthday gift from me. Thanks for the stream. I'm glad you liked it. Arc 509, hope everything is going well down at Anime Avenue, Jim. Here's some shekels for your cancer AIDS treatment. From Brother Chan, you light up my life, Jim. Thanks for the laughs. Scarecrow's Z709, Jim, if you remember Karate Kyle, he went fully insane. He'd name what? I'm sorry. Karate Kyle went fully insane. He's name I'd Von Helton, and I know you'll get hours of entertainment from him. Karate Kyle. I might have that written down somewhere. I don't know. People have been throwing out some good suggestions, but I've been so like the Acer Thorn thing. Again, is really crazy. When I go over it next month, I think you all kind of get an idea of just how nuts it is. Because it's pretty over the fucking top. That's really kind of been something I've been watching for a week or two now, and then before that, just other crazy shit, really. Triggers McNickers expected possible suspension of federal election this year, definitely by 2024. Martial law will be declared due to a terrorist attack that will immediately be blamed on the usual mega scapegoats. Am I trusting the plan with this one? I don't know. From John Stonehenge. Thanks for the grooming, Daddy Jim. John Doe. Hello, Mr. Shecklestorm. It's Mr. Leibowitz. We just received a package here at Israel Embassy from a Mr. Lambright. We were wondering if you knew anything about it. I wouldn't shake that package if I were you, Mr. Leibowitz. I'd leave it outside on the grass. From Zen Master Me, oy vey, take my shekels away. Lord Chippy Dip, you got to run them over with your car. That's what you do. You just run them over. You're my favorite N-word, Jim. I love you. From Good Meme, Jim, perfect timing for coming out as a Jewish actor. I was in a motorcycle accident last week, and the pain is just starting to go away. Needed someone to blame for it. I'm glad I could help. From Egerlith, so you're Nick Ricada now. I don't know exactly what time this came from, but okay. From JB Behemoth, want to give my wife and fellow potato American Courtney a birthday woo. Thanks, my man. Well, happy birthday, woo! From Mr. Kermetto, got any forecasts for how Ralph Meetup Party is going to go? What are the chances that somebody goes and crashes it? What are the chances of a ball pit? I don't know exactly. From what I understand, it's a bowling event in a bowling alley he rented out. And I think, okay, so Revenge of the Sis is going. Dick Masterson, somebody from InfoWars and Destiny for some reason. And they're all going to bowl each other? I don't know how that's going to turn out. Are they even live streaming it? They have to be, right? From Some Again, this upcoming Wayne saga is going to be amazing. I agree. From me, 04120, who thought World War III would be Sweetie Squad versus Glowy Gang? You're done, kiddo. John Stonehenge, with just a donation, thanks. Ocean Redux, who knew Jim was a chosen individual? Thanks for the streams over the years, Rabbi. You are welcome. From Pooh Zerker, do you have any plans on doing another anime stream? Any new series have stuck out to you? Ranking of the Kings is pretty decent. I might. I've mostly been reading manga. I tried light novels. People suggested light novels to me. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought, okay. From the way it had been explained, they're kind of like, they're like younger readership, right? So don't go into a light novel thinking you're going to get like an adult novel. It's like maybe like high school or junior high. But I don't know if it was just the light novel I read, but there were like one word sentences and it was so fucking awful. I had to kind of give up on that. So now I'm just kind of like, I guess it's a spectrum, light novel, manga, anime. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm right on manga. Like anime is good and I'm looking forward to some. And light novels I've moved away from after one bad experience. And now I'm right in that sweet zone of just manga. From Michael Craig, I've got the C2 Rabbi Jim will eventually heal, but Ethan Ralph will always be Ethan Ralph. From Orbo the Epic, R. Landon Starfish, glad to see you made it another month. From Ezra Silverberg, Jim, I've enjoyed your content for nearly 10 years. Thanks for all the good times. From The Royal Wraith, breaking news, Emperor Scale and Brett Spiner have brokered peace with Russia after solving Putin's poopy baby predicament. I knew Gal could get it done. From Mario Kart 13, Alex double bagged it for you, Wayne. Tony the Mighty Jim, you need to stop persecuting poor Wayne. Mr. Morris, did Wayne work for PayPal or something? Researching his internet history, he seems to have been a part of the tech industry at some point in the 2000s. Yes, from what I understand, Wayne was a part of the tech industry, and I think he was somewhat successful too. We'll ask him when he comes on stream next month. From Stupid Monkey Zero, I need a mashup of the girl and the dragon tattoo, the man with the Batman tattoo, and 50 Shades of Grey from Alex, with Wayne as the main character. From Trigger McNickers, S word, a B word, a D word, white boy. From Nuber Tuber Luber, love the implied association between whites and gays. From Abyss Walker Rat, Jim, tell Augie RFC to gain some muscles on his T-Rex arms. Well, there you go, Augie. You got to pump that shit up. From Garbo Legalis, we've got somebody doing a pump up fucking emoticon. Drew CC, all right, Jimothy, I'm asleep 5 hours to go shove myself into a submarine. God bless and good night. Good night to you. It's me, the Lightbringer. I've got a 160 IQ, cried the homeless man living in a shack in the desert. It's usually the way, isn't it? From Master Bait, curse you, Shecklestorm, cried the Toastmaster while choking on a bag filled with genitals and shaking his fist at a man with a Batman tattoo. Len Starfish, a new member. Rindy Bell, thank you for the laugh, Daddy Jim, and shout out to my favorite Glowy Frog 64. From Decaf Geek, glad to hear you this month, Chud Bud. LA the Blues, read Getter Robo. From L Sid Leon, I hope you're all right, Jim. I'm trying my best. From Matt B, Jimbo, you should go back to Ricada on a good day. He's already said he wanted you back on recently. Yeah, I popped back on with Ricada. Had fun talking with him. From Ashton Apps, we must resurrect Randy Stair to forcefully transform Ukrainian femboy draft Dodgers. The Wilfred Brimley Rabbit, Walt Shitley Pictures presents. From Iron Wolf Spear Jim, this is Safeway, guys. Reminds me of the 30 people left who follow Ralph. Sui! From Chocolate Noodle, this guy must have had a heart attack when he hears a Wesley Wills songs. From Mr. Bacon, Wayne is a human example of, but wait, it did get worse. From Hickabim, this shit hits hard. Spider Dude 93, Wayne thinks Jim pulls Hololive numbers. Right, doesn't he? From Il Supremo, to think you could have been a teacher, Jim. I will never get to send your child to Minneapolis or Minnesota public schools to be educated by Mr. Augustine. From Lord Chippy Dip, bro, my heart, take my money, Mr. Sheckelstein. I'll see you at the synagogue on Saturday. L'chaim, good sir. Too bad we don't get to enjoy heaven, huh? From Mobile Crusader, future is looking Lambright, Chud Buds. Ted Cruz with the top down. Thank you, Daddy Jim. Very cool. Captain Diomedes is a new member. From Pisek Oive, Mr. Modiker, take the Shecklestorm. Polyfrog64, did you see Nick Ricada's stream about Ralph? Nick went hard on him. Also, the Quarter Pounder ruined the surprise that Nick was going to be on Ralph or Elijah Schaefer's show with Ralph. Yeah, we did talk about it. The quartering completely fucked that up. From Lizard American, just when you think Ralph can't fall further, he just keeps rolling on down. Jack Blondie, 3:42 a.m. Looks like the piggies on the Pileys again. VHS Paradise. Hey, Jim. When Ralph was raging at you, he mentioned how he loved you and had known you for 8 years. What did you thought about those 8 years with Ralph? It's just people on the internet, man. Iron Wolf Spear. Ralph has asked people in his inner circle to protect him. At the hangout, one of them has been accused of graping a former Ralph fan in Vegas, so? What? Ralph has asked people in his inner circle to protect... Are you saying somebody's going to grope Ralph? This fucking bowling tournament sounds like it's going to have some action around it. From Mariner1712, please get in touch with my friend Veroza on Twitter and YouTube. She covered Acer Thorn and decided to threaten her with doxing and DMCA'd her channel. From Black Daddy, new hit single Guntum Style by Ethan Ralph. Thought-provoking resubbing, maybe Blood Sharts 2.0. Colin Stevens, Ralph lacks the capacity to lean into any controversy. He goes full donga every single time. From John Doe, hey people, Merchants Guild here, generously funding Jim's stream. From some guy 001, if you look at Faith and May, Alice seems like Ralph's type. I'd believe it. From Audentum, Jim, I'm working on a Ralph video. Could you say Ethan Ralph versus Audentum? Thanks and God bless. I bet I fucking butchered your name too, didn't I? Light Shaman, Jim, from one weeb to another, I highly recommend watching or reading Doro Hidoro. Grade A stuff. Also looking forward to the upcoming shitstorm from Hogaway. From Bromedy Blank, Baked Murphy, Shadow Humor, I love Mr. Medicare. He is my father. From Poor Zerker, Ricada is saying he's against getting in trouble. A reminder to chat. He has Andrew Bronca, self-defense attorney on all the time. Imagine Sui taking a swing and Ricada beating his ass legally. From Colin Stevens, make sure Ralph is seething in his closet in this. Snots, thanks, Jim. From Rotten Moth, hi, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Love your streams. Well, I'm glad you like them. From Minute World, hey, Jim. Are you thinking of making new content on your BitChute page anytime soon? Probably not anytime soon. Ted Cruz with a top-down, China is not a country. Fact, it's a rogue province of Taiwan. From Crest Corleone, tomorrow's my birthday. Thanks for the stream, Jim. Well, happy birthday. From Namisi Raccoon, hey, man. Been having a shit week, but glad for the stream and the chance to get a good laugh. Well, hope you enjoyed yourself. From Cheapy, love your stuff, Jim. Thanks for doing what you do. You don't mind a quick message to my friends? See, I'm just going to spell it out because if there's a way to all caps pronounce that, I don't know what it is, but CFVRGN, change your shit, cheers. Oh, sorry, CFVRGN, charge your shit, cheers. Old man's getting tired. From Nightmare, Alex in the Snake Brigade is closing in on your location. From Lame Hamilton, please go on Rogue After Dark with Dylan for some Dylan talk. Namis Raccoon, also did you see Front Mission 1 and 2 remake for Switch? I hate to say it, but I'm hyped. I'm hyped as fuck for it myself. I love Front Mission. Joe Camel, drinking and enjoying the stream with my birthday. Thanks, Jimmo. Remember to check under your bed for the gunt. Romany Blank, hey, Jimothy, just wanted to tell you how thankful I am for these streams and your guest appearance on smaller creators' channels, especially that stream on Cozy with the Lego Kid. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, I had fun with him. Michael, I can't remember the last name. Probably angry that I can't, but it was a good time. Mr. Kill Everything, need a cigarette? Have a cigar. From Sean Turner, what are your thoughts on the greatest video game finally getting an anime? Aki Shinmu. Does that make it the greatest anime now? Get mad, JoJo fans. I don't know. Bromedy Blank. Also, Jim, did you see Adam Nothing's Facebook post? Because he called Hassan of Akkad brutal. No, I've not seen that. From Blue Satoshi, maybe Will pukes because of his gag reflex. It's possible. Ecstasy of Thinking, no narcissist Twitch shout out. What is the roundup? The winner should get a hat. Have a good one, Jim. Shekel State. Rod and Moth, if you're serious about the art contest, I look forward to it. Had a rough week. Glad you're streaming. Cheered me up. I am looking forward to people drawing these pictures. Whether they're going to do that or not, I can't tell you. But if they do, I think we're going to have a good time. A Giantess of Miser. Jim, what's your take? What's your take with UBI? Do you support it? UBI Universal Basic Income? Wasn't that what was his name? Fuck. Give me a second here. My throat's getting sore. Okay. Who was the politician that was promising that? The Democrat, the Asian guy. I'm blanking on his name. I don't know. UBI seems to be a post-scarcity concept to me. That's what I would say as far as UBI goes. Sovereign Phoenix, not sure if you know this, but rabbis sometimes sip in the tip after a Brit Milah. True story. From Wargame 341, have you heard of the Netflix reality show Love on the Spectrum? It's exactly what it sounds like. You can find multiple clips. From Brian R. for 100. Just wanted to one-up everyone else. Super chat. Don't give a fuck what you use it for. Just keep making streams. Well, thank you very much. From Minute World. Also, could you say Fuzzow is a lamer for me? Yeah, I could, but I bet I fucked the name up too. I have a very difficult time pronouncing things. From Brian P. Still amazed how well you called out the coof before it officially started. You're always on point. Keep it going. From Salias. Please post that ad on your BitChute. You like that ad, do you? I'll play that one more time for you, folks. Let me. You know what? I'll turn off a little banner thing, little scrolling thing. There you go. So it's just the ad. Here you go. If you're the lucky owner of an Android phone that hasn't burst into flames like the shithouse product that it is, have I got an offer for you today. It's a brand new dating app for Caucasians only. No darkies allowed. Do it right. Keep it white. And every download of the app today from the App Store will come with over 20 pounds of pussy and ass. Act now. Supplies limited. There you are. Unobstructed video. There you go. Now where's my scroll? There we go. There we are. Feel free to do with it as you like. Lost Glitter Freeze. Do you think Will Smith or Shinji Ikari slaps harder? Shinji would. That's how sad it was to watch Will Smith do what he did. It jumped again. Hold on a second here. Okay. We're finally getting to the end here. So, let's see. S Cyber Taz, collaborate with Sid Alpha with the Acer Thorn video. That's who I saw originally talking about Acer Thorn. That's the one who's getting threatened with a lawsuit right now by Acer Thorn for covering him. And I plan to go over his video, and I think he's doing a response video as well. So it'll be included in next month. Because yeah, Sid kind of stuck himself out there, sticking up for smaller channels with a guy that's super litigious and likes to go after people. From Nicholas Diorio, what are your thoughts on Smaggledangle? I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? Is that a person or a product? The fuck is Smaggledangle? You're making me look this up now. Smaggledangle? Let's see. Is this an in joke? I don't know. I'm sorry, Nicholas. I don't know. I have no thoughts. Spider Dude 93, new member. Brahmany Blank, use Otakur's latest video as your new intro outro. From Richard the Woo Flu, and now a Fallout Future. What the fuck is going on, Jim? Just good times ahead. From Thomas Fidden, if Wings, Ralph, Boogie, Destiny, Fuentes, Catboy, and CRP were having a WWE brawl, who do you think would get game ended first? Who outfats the other fat in the end? Who would the prize winnings be? If they all got into a brawl, who would? Okay, well, I think Fuentes would get where he'd get game ended first. I mean, the size of Boogie. I know, you know. Yeah, Wings and Boogie are pretty big. CRP is going to sit in the corner, winded. Really? But no, I think Fuentes probably would physically have a leg up on Destiny. So Destiny would go out first. Who would be the winner? Boogie would. He'd bring a gun. I was overthinking it. Of course, Boogie would win. He'd have a gun. From Colin Stevens, a new member. Garma Zabi, have you played Elden Ring yet? Yes, I'm playing it right now. I took a small break to play Kirby because I liked Kirby. From Palmas McSoy, good to have you back. Your videos always make me laugh and smile. I hope your treatments are successful. Love you, Jimbo. No homo. From JB, hey man, nice shot. Kazakanaga 35, hey Papa Jim, check out Saneeth. He seems like your kind of game reviewer. From Sucker Punk Projects, what do you think of the iDubbbz boxing match? I don't think I've heard of it. Are you talking about the one that Sam Hyde challenged him, or is there something else? From Charles Salmons, resubbed, I believe. Happy you're not dead. Keep laughing. Brian P, new member. Somalia, can I get a woo? Gonna go buy some merch soon. Can't wait to be on that list. Everybody loves that list. Richard House Plantagenet. Russia focused so hard on vaporizing Redditors, they literally threw World War III. Bring back Metokurs in the morning, or I will send my Bitcoin assassins after you. From Laparty, have you considered writing a book about your time on the internet? Autobiography of a shitposter. What would that consist of? Would that just be one? It'd be a 300-page book with just a printout picture of a Rickroll on the first page and a $20 price tag. VHS Paradise. David is still on YouTube. The David Stay Show. From B. Davis, would you pay money to see a fight between Ethan Ralph versus Nick Rekieta? Well, I wouldn't pay money, but I'd watch it for free. From Hash Brown, Jimbo, Baked Alaska steak strip is seen in the reflection of Alice's chicken broth ramen. Doubt you want that painting. Oh, I do. From Tor Theo. Alex from Safeway, a demigod who gave Jim cancer and destroys lives with mere words. What deep lore have we uncovered? From Excited Postman, Jim, say hyperbole 3 times fast. You're going to make me say hyperbole, aren't you? I see where we're going with that. From Epic Yoshi again, if you expire, can I have your etchy manga, Papa Jim? No, it's going to be buried with me, obviously. From Autism Forums, Jim Wings just messaged me he's actually getting a signature to have age of consent to 5. He demanded that you apologize on stream or no lasagna stream. My God, he's out of control. From High of Tap, Bully the Week, Israel Rules, USS Liberty Rules. From GSPI 1005, Jim, any thoughts on our soon to be new totally not child-loving Supreme Court nominee, chosen not at all by the race or gender? I've seen that going on in the background, but I've not paid any attention to it because I've been so consumed in all the other shit going on. I couldn't tell you shit about this person or the process they're going through. From Braddock, Jim, what was your Elden Ring build and favorite weapon? I already answered that one earlier. I went with, my problem that I always ran into with like the Dark Souls games was I always was a bitch and I always fell back on magic. So with my Elden Ring play, I wanted to just go pure physical, which, so, can I post screenshots of it? I don't know. How would I even show it? I'll figure something out. Iron Wolf Spear. Hey, Jim, if I win in the art contest, can my reward be you on my show for an interview? I have Power Hat and I can take questions during the interview. You have Power Hat? Well, I don't know what a Power Hat is, but sure, why not? Oife, you should talk to Destiny again since he's on YouTube again. From Excited Postman, can you play us out with the Weatherman song? Sure, I will do that. From Brett Bauer, lazy, can't type shekel message. From Durkee Mimi, I can't believe you haven't read any of the last minute donations after you ended streams. Don't chew me out of the donation reading. Thanks for the laughs. Fuck cancer. Good luck to all the chuds. From Epic Yoshi, Jimbo, are you into King of Fighters 15? People can challenge you. I don't think I've played it yet, to be honest with you. Bad at Karate, no message on that one. Platinum Gaming, Medicare Gaming on Odyssey. Loving the Chud energy and streams. Take a super chat for the Cancer AIDS Fund. Well, thank you. From Nick Corcodilis, I should not waste my money, but man, glad to hear you. I'm glad you like it. From Fran, I know of a streaming site who are committed to free speech that Hard R Superstar Randbot has been streaming there for 2 years with not even a meek look by the admins. EntropyStream.live. Bad at Karate. Remember Mad Bull 34? Man, that was great. From Lurk Snitch Tongue, have you read Gore-Tex and Felix at all? Yeah, I think I've got, is it the 5th? I'm up to the 5th or the 6th omnibus on that. Or Gotrek and Felix. Jesus Christ. I talk for too long and I get mush mouth and it just gets worse as time goes on. From Silas, did you check out Shamo? No, I don't think I have yet. From Booty Salad, busted my behind today at the wage cage. The stream kept me company. Take some shekels for making today tolerable, Daddy Jimbo. I'm glad it was tolerable. From Il Supremo, sell tank tops so I can wear your gear to the gym. I'm gonna, my tank tops are exclusively gonna say looking for gay sex in the locker room. That's gonna be the branding. Looking for gay sex in the locker room. Take me without asking on the back. So the front says I'm looking for dick, and the back says just take me. Oh, you want to do some reps? Oh, muscly. From GeoStellar, rewatched an old Stream 6 additional years later, and Starship Citizen is still an alpha cope, $10,000 bros. From Epic Yoshi, have you tried Pick on the Week? I could try it. From Dick Jones, do you think asteroid 65803 Diomedes will end us all our problems if NASA's DART plan fails? I don't know. How about Yellowstone blows up too, and Three Gorges Dam goes down, and I don't know, there's a fucking forest fire. there's a forest fire somewhere in the middle of Brazil, so 20% of the oxygen gets fucked up. We're all going to get wiped out by 90 different things. Sebastian Monroe, thanks for the stream ahead of my birthday. You're welcome. Nomegs, bought a hat, hope it pays for cancer treatment. Can't let the diaper furs win. Never can. From Burn, Jim, go to Hub Hobby, Little Canada. Gunplay Heaven. Or Gunpla Heaven. The Bad Burrito. Chris wanted to make more jokes about Will and Jada, but he decided to wait until August comes. Hey now. From Celias. Tried the Slayer's light novel. I really enjoyed it. John Oyster. I got diagnosed at 31 with indolent follicular lymphoma at late stage 2. Are we brothers now? Are we lymphoma brothers? Oh, gotta keep that struggle alive. From Rick Zilla. Will we see another pill stream? I don't know. That depends if Ricada shows up and starts throwing punches at a bowling alley. Maybe. Giantess Admirer. Jim, I'm getting a BA in arts or studio art. Your advice. Best of luck. I don't know. I gave advice when I did the stream. Was it last week or the week before? We talked about college, but my advice was whatever your degree you're going into college for, job shadow for a week before you even start to consider it. So you make sure you don't fucking waste your money because you may hate it. And then try to get every required class out of the way by doing like an associate's level degree at a community college to save yourself money. Then you can focus on your specific bachelor's when you go to pay the big bucks. From Ocean Redux, you have to read the manhwa manga titled "The Lord's Coins Aren't Disappearing." It's fantastic. I swear to God. From Joshi, hi, I'm actually Joshi's wife. Can you tell him happy anniversary for me? Happy anniversary, Joshi. From Kaiser Koenigreitzer, Mr. Metalcore, when will we come clean about ripping off Ghost from True Capitalist Radio? Also, thoughts on Ralph's Spawn finally being born. Well, I mean, if I really am Mortimer Shecklestorm, what was it, Mortimer or if I'm Mr. Shecklestorm, of course I stole from Ghost. Also, yeah, Ralph's up to kid number 2. Everybody's having kids. Everybody's out there making babies. From Alien Fuck, Dylan Thomas bought pills from my gay drug dealer, I guess. Thomas Big Ups, Liquid Richard, and Ward Girl. From Caps Lock 3, where can we watch your old streams videos? They should be everywhere. If you search Metokurs, you should be able to find them. Some of them on YouTube and others on BitChute. My 2 cents is, I missed your whole fucking stream. Boo. Here's money for Jade. Eternal Aussie. Hey, Jim. Ethan from Down Under here. I love you, my chud butt. Have you watched Girls und Panzer at all? Also, can I get a shout out for my friend John and tell him he's a shark? Shut out. John, you are a shark. And I actually just picked up Girls und Panzer for on the cheap, too. Because I wanted to watch it after watching somebody do a review of it. Because I was curious exactly what it was about. And when finding out it's a high school sport played by girls that shoot each other with tanks, I was like, I have to fucking watch this. From Numegs, gonna keep wearing that hat while I bartend, keeping the whiskey flowing and the cancer growing. Steve Koi is a Chinese spy. Alice Massage Yoba's hemorrhoid. Bad at karate. You like the Vampire Survivors? I'm addicted. It just jumped again. God, I hate when it fucking does that shit. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Almost at the end here. Okay. From Jason Kuhn, love to see you on The Jack Show tonight or sometime in the future, Jim. Comicsgate Ethan Van Sciver has talked highly of you and your comedy, #The Chosen Ones. From Michael Alberto, an 07. Project's done poorly. I was trying to get Ethan Van Sciver and Ricada to talk about CRP, but no one would. Thanks for actually finding the craziest YouTuber right now. CRP situation is crazy and funny. He won't make it out. I don't know what he's going to do. From Cassandra S. Hey, Jim. Can you tell my girlfriend to come back here and violate my diagonal HAPA CB? Thanks. I'm not sure if they're going to. Cassandra. Ed Elsid Leon. Are you planning to join Post? No plans at the moment to jump to new sites yet. Garrett Jeffries. North Carolina is about to embrace civil war when Duke and UNC play each other in the Final Four. Steven survives. Jim, do you watch the Louis Theroux documentary with Baked Alaska? Thoughts? Actually, talked about it previously. I did watch it. From Mexican American Male. Hey, Alex, leave Tammy alone. Or leave Tammy ASAP. Richard Slammer. Jim, you said you were having trouble pronouncing names. You're not related to Bruce Willis, are you? Potentially. But maybe not with a name like Shecklestorm. Tor Theo. Any thoughts on Artisan Build story? I did see this a little bit pop up, actually. I think it's kind of wild how fucking quick that imploded. going from being a dick on live stream and not giving out prizes because the streamers don't quote unquote qualify, to then finding out that the company isn't legally allowed to really do anything, and they don't have any money, and everything is shutting down. Am I thinking of the right thing? The Artisan Builds things, that's the one where they would do custom PCs, but they didn't have a license in like California, so if they got sued, they couldn't defend themselves. It's kind of a wild fucking story, to be honest. Arias Row Focal, I'd rather fight snakes in the desert than be Will, from Anonymous Weeb, who was right in Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Lang, or Lowengram. Fuck. I think the beauty of that show is they both were right. That show was so fantastic at setting up two completely different political viewpoints and showing you the plus, showing you the positives and the negatives of each. And, God, it's a fucking great show. Super Salty 94 TTV, new here but loving the stream. Keep up the good work. Nick, please lose some weight. Flam is based and Ralph is cringe. Have a great weekend, Metokurs. From Omega, a terrifying concept, but what would happen if Kirby decided to mouthful mode an ICBM, and what would be his first target? Okay. Are we talking about nuclear attack targets for the most damage? It depends. What do you want to do? How many people do you want to kill? You hit Three Gorges Dam, you're gonna drown like what, 25 million people? You hit the sarcophagus at Chernobyl, you're gonna blanket Europe in radiation. I can't imagine how many you're gonna kill there. What else would be some targets that would have maximum damage capacity with one singular ICBM, if we're talking nuclear? The rainforest. I heard if you wipe that out, you can really fuck up oxygen on Earth and kill a lot of people. Marianas Trench. I don't know if you could get it down deep enough before it would just fucking buckle under the pressure, but maybe Kirby is magic enough that he could launch it deep enough to detonate and we could see what happens. I'm not sure there are a lot of targets, to be honest with you. The Big Red Snake, would you do a video about War Thunder and the devs who are Russian asking for military tech documents for modern vehicles? Well, I'm not really doing videos, to be honest with you. Chrono Cypher, yo Jim, hope you're doing well. This first stream I've been present live for. Please, if you can say, hi Michael, watch out for the glowies. Oh, there you go. A non-offensive music. Did you ever end up watching Perry Karlov live? I don't believe I did. It looks like there's... I can't see. There's one here I cannot read. Is there a way to scroll down, maybe? Christorian X, but no message. Well, we've made it through the super chats. Thank you for sticking through them. I hope everybody had a good time. My fellow Chud buds. Next month is going to be wild. I'm sure Acer Thorn is going to be infuriated just even mentioning him briefly on this stream, let alone what's going to happen next stream. The Wayne Lambright stuff, again, 16th to the 17th. I will get it set up, and hopefully we can help him out and get him over his trauma of Safeway and all the other crazy shit that's going on. I'll read the last two that popped in, and then we're gonna close it out. Horsey Productions, been watching your old videos. The one about egos aged like a well-preserved fossil. Keep it up. And finally, Iron Wolf Spear. Are you gonna play Sons of the Forest when it comes out? Also, can you play a video of Alice singing about Ralph graping her? It's funny. I don't know where the Alice song is. Fuck. Goddamn. The Weatherman song. That's what he wanted. Let's see if I can find this. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Somebody wanted this as an outro song. And I'm trying to. That's the Weller Man. I don't think he wanted a sea shanty. I'm pretty sure he wanted... he wanted a different vibe than that one. Why does the Weller Man keep coming up every time I go for the Weatherman? Strange days. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I can't remember. Chat, does anybody remember the name of the group that sang that? Should I just do a sea shanty? Should I do the Weller Man? Are you impressed with me, chat, that I know what the Weller Man is without having to actually turn it on? You know what? Fuck it. We're going to go with the Weller Man. I know that wasn't what you wanted. I'm sorry, dude. But why not? We'll go with this one. All right, chat. Everybody have a good time, and I will see you for the next stream.